Welcome to Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken Thursday Night Lights, presented by Cincinnati Area Toyota Dealers. Tonight, a matchup from the Miami Valley League as the West Carrollton Pirates host the Stebbins Indians on MyTV Dayton. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Matt Digby, joined by Keith Byars. We'll also hear shortly from Joshi, and welcome to Week 6. We've had a great slate of the first half of high school football, but now the second half of the regular season. This is the business end for high school football. Yeah, this is a sprint to 10. We're at our midway point. I know West Carrollton hasn't won yet, but you go 5-0, you're in the playoffs. Exactly. Stebbins is off to a slow start, but at least they got 2 wins, 2 and 3. So this game is going to be important to both games tonight. Yeah, both teams wanting to end the week on a high, as especially we get into the business end of conference play. And time now to introduce our third member of the broadcast team, Joshi. Good evening, Tej.
Thank you, Matt. I am very excited for tonight's game. I've spent all day here in West Carrollton, had the chance to chat with some of the seniors from tonight's team. They are hungry for a win tonight, and they told me they are coming out aggressive tonight. Should be a good game. Now, a couple other storylines we want to keep track of right now and throughout tonight's game. It is Military Appreciation Night. A big community group from West Carrollton will be at the game tonight because there is a Pizza with the Police special event happening here as well. So a lot on the field and off the field. Of course, we'll have more updates on all of that throughout the game. Now, to keep a track of the wind and rain that are potentially going to happen in tonight's game, here's a full look at our game day forecast with Chief Meteorologist Natalie Walters.
Well, things are looking pretty good for Thursday Night Lights, Week 6, as we will be at West Carrollton as they take on Stebbins. Should be a great night for some football. Cloudier skies. We will see a very small chance for a shower through the evening as well, but otherwise it's looking pretty nice with 70s around kickoff, dropping into the upper 60s. Not as much sunshine and not as warm as we've been over these past few weeks. So overall, looking like a pretty nice night for some football, maybe needing a light sweater later into the evening, but overall things are looking good.
Thank you, Natalie. Coming up after the break, coin toss and the opening kickoff. It's West Carrollton and Stebbins on Week 6 of Thursday Night Lights.
What's your call? Tails. What did he say? He said tails. I'm going to toss it and catch it. If I were to drop it, we'll toss it again. It is heads. That means West Carrollton, you have won the toss. You want to receive. Which goal would you like to defend? Okay, put your backs to that end zone. You guys bring your backs to this end zone. West Carrollton has won the toss and elected to receive. Guys, shake hands. Good luck tonight.
And that was the Big Sandy Superstore coin toss. This is the Carroll Wirtz Tire Company kickoff. It's a short kickoff taken around the 30-yard line. So that's where West Carrollton will begin their first series of the night, wearing military camouflage uniforms in accordance with Military Appreciation Night, a partnership with the Army National Guard. So good starting field position for the Pirates on Week 6.
First time win, new uniforms, Thursday Night Lights. My favorite day of the week is football night.
It is football night, and there is Bryson Bauer-Jones, number 7, the senior quarterback. He will lead out his team for the first plays of the series. Going to be going right to left across your screen, going toward the north end zone here at DOC Stadium. And first, we're going to have a stoppage in play. I think West Carrollton may have had one too many men on the.
I think it may be a uniform violation. Usually, when they stop you like that early, the referee saw something maybe. His chin strap not buckled up, or something is out of order.
Well, 2 men quickly running onto the field. One of them, number 59, Mason Hinch. He's going to be on the field for this first play of the game. As we're ready to go from DOC Stadium, this is going to be Bryson Bauer-Jones lining up under center with 3 men in the backfield and only 1 receiver to his left.
What a power I formation.
On first down, Bauer-Jones rolling. He's quickly going to find himself running out of time, and the ball came loose. Did he get rid of it in a forward throwing motion? They will say yes, he did.
Yeah, he wasn't. He was wrapped up, but he wasn't. They didn't get him on the ground.
Well, here's a look at the West Carrollton starting offense presented by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. They're going with a 2 men in the backfield, 3 wide receivers set up. Again, led by number 7, Bryson Bauer-Jones.
Smart play by Bryson Jones. Otherwise, you get rid of that ball. It's still 2nd and 10 instead of 2nd and about 17. So that was real smart.
It looks like they are indeed.
But the run referee said, no, I don't agree with you, Mr. Byars. I called something else.
Closed captioning, by the way, tonight is presented by Thrush & Sons. And they have indeed ruled, I believe it was intentional grounding, may have been the call.
The ball didn't get past the line of scrimmage. That's what it was.
Yep. So it's going to be 2nd and long inside the 20.
And there's a loss of down. That's even worse.
So on 2nd down, Bauer Jones runs into his own teammate, now puts up a prayer intended for Ingram just beyond his reach. Kylan Ingram, the intended receiver, and Dino Johnson, the alter transfer, was on the coverage, number 7 for Stebbins.
I think that was a good no call there. And it's a 50-50 ball, and I think the ref did a good job of just letting the players decide if you make the play or not.
Starting lineup for the Stebbins defense is presented by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. They go with a 4-3-4 setup, and they're one of their main men on the defensive line, number 53, or number 73, I should say. He's given the 73 jersey tonight, Isaiah Stoudemire. He started the season wearing 52, but has switched his jersey number to 73. He is headed to Western Kentucky in just a few months, plans to enroll early with the Hilltoppers.
He's a stud. They're going to have to try to maybe double team him a lot tonight.
We'll also see him a lot as left tackle on offense, and he's going to play offensive tackle in college. On 3rd down, Bauer Jones looking to his left. This pass beyond his intended man nearly fell kindly for an interception for Dino Johnson. As it is, West Carrollton does go 3 and out on their first series of the game.
That's not the way they wanted to start their game for sure. I mean, you're 0-5 football team. You want to get off to a fast start. And at least, the quarterback, Bryson Jones, tried to give his receiver, a play, but it was well defended.
Josh Benson was the intended receiver. Again, you see West Carrollton in the camouflage jerseys. We had last year, Waynesville had a military appreciation night set up.
I remember that.
And they won comfortably. That was week 5 in their win against Oakwood. As here's the punt. There was a whistle before the snap.
Dead ball. False start. Offense number 24. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Somebody's trying to get a head start down the field to cover the kick. It was one of the gunners.
Well, Greg Bonifay, the Stebbins head coach, sending 2 men back deep, and both are standing in West Carrollton territory. Deshaun Cunningham and Dino Johnson, both at the Pirate 46-yard line right now. And the West Carrollton punter is standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Punt got away cleanly. This is a great punt.
Kick.
And Johnson takes it from the 47-yard line. Quickly out to the 40. Now cutting to his left, the 30, 20. One man to beat. And Dino Johnson will return the punt 47 yards for a Stebbins touchdown. Dino Johnson opening the scoring on that touchdown presented by Donato's.
I'll tell you. I mean, he caught the ball. You'd like to see the punt returns get the ball and accelerate right away, but he just took his time, read the defense and just exploded like he was shot out of a cannon. I know we have a pirate ship here. They want to say that for the West Carrollton players.
Well, Johnson had to backtrack a bit. He didn't expect the punt to travel as far as it did, but he was able to adjust and find a hole up the middle, and using that speed to continue running down the sideline.
I mean, if you're Stebbins, that's why you want to start the ball game. Go 3 and out on defense, and you're going to punt return touchdown. That's a fast start to the ball game.
This is going to be Daniel Torres attempting the extra point. It is up and good. So with 11:17 to go in the first quarter, a 47-yard punt return from Dino Johnson opening the scoring for the Stebbins Indians. West Carrollton's chance to respond when we come back. 7-0 Stebbins, less than a minute into week 6 of Thursday Night Lights. This is a look at the King's Furniture and Mattress Best Seat in the House. This is the West Carrollton student section, going with a patriotic theme tonight. As we get set for this kickoff presented by Carroll Words Tire Company. Again, it's off to the left side, the near sideline, and brought up to the 40-yard line, and again
nice
charging
return
forward to the 43-yard line. So already special teams making an impact early. The one touchdown was a 47-yard punt return by Dino Johnson, and now West Carrollton getting a good kick return. How important is it for them to not panic because of what happened the last couple of minutes of real time?
I mean, everything happened in that first series is what you don't want to happen.
Yeah.
If you're asking for a worse start, West Carrollton got that, but now you got a chance to restart. You're down 7-0. Just start all over again. not even a minute off the game clock. They had great field position, and now, they can sit down and get a good place to run your offense. Power right.
From the 44-yard line, Bryson Bauer-Jones lining up under center, and it's going to be a first handoff of the night to Ryan Roberts, quickly across the 45 out to near midfield. That's going to be a good positive gain of close to 5 yards.
Yeah, I mean, you run the ball on first down, every coach tell you we're looking for at least 4 yards. We average 4 yards a carry, 3-4 yards, that's first down. So that's how you want to start. You want to start out, it's close to 5 yards on that drive. That first carry, so 2nd and 5.
And that, I should say, is the first positive play from scrimmage for either team because Stebbins hasn't had a formal offensive play yet.
We've seen some defense.
West Carrollton on 2nd and 5. Bauer-Jones rolling to his left, buying some time, going for a deep ball intended for Benson. A jump ball broken up and no flag. Defending that play was Marcel Jefferson for the Indians, number 12.
Yeah, I like that. Bryson Jones, he's got a nice arm on him. He's going to give his receivers a chance. He was one-on-one coverage, rolling left, and then, give your offensive receiver a chance to make a play. You see that enough tonight, I think the offense is going to win more than the defense.
And that did look like a clean jump ball. Benson and Jefferson both had equal opportunity to pull in that catch.
And Marcel Jefferson, good job in defending that ball also. It's just as much as yours in the air as it is with offensive players.
On 3rd down and 5, need to get to the Stebbins 46, and this is a handoff.
Oh, wow.
Roberts able to stay in bounds. Should have enough by my book. And indeed, they will move it.
Nice run by Ryan Roberts. I couldn't get that ball in the outside arm, young Ryan. The way you could have a stiff arm free to get more yardage.
So Roberts does pick up the first down. That's presented by Arby's, and it moves West Carrollton to the Indian 39-yard line. They needed 5, and they ended up getting 12.
See, the running back in me just comes out. When I see a ball carry with the ball in the wrong arm, I just can't help but to say it.
Exactly. So first down of the ball game comes with just over 10 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Power eye again. There's Ryan Roberts again.
Cutting to the right side. And Deshaun Cunningham making a critical tackle. That's actually Devin Bird on the carry, who Bird actually converts a first down. Number 2 got the carry, and a great block also from number 6, Kenyon Perkins.
That's West Carrollton. They've been able to score some points this season.
They have, and that is indeed a first down presented by Arby's. It moves the Pirates inside the 30-yard line. So much better drive than the first drive, no question for West Carrollton so far.
Yeah, they would love to end this drive in a touchdown. Like I said, they can have a reset to the whole game.
Bauer-Jones with 2 men in the backfield from the shotgun. Able to break one tackle right in the backfield, but it's going to be all he can do, the runner, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. That looks like it was number 2 again, Bird on the carry. Number 7, Dino Johnson with the stop. There's a look at number 6 for West Carrollton, Kenyon Perkins.
These running backs get their shoulder square to the line of scrimmage. They make it happen. They have speed on this West Carrollton football team.
They do. And a lot of multi-sport players as well. Official gain of 1 on the play, so it's 2nd down and 9 from the 26. Again, you see they go with the yellow hash marks of yard marks and every 5 or 10 yards, as Jones, looking to his right side, was not in.
They're not on the same page on that one.
Devin Bird, the intended receiver, but Jones was thinking Bird was going to cut out to his right, and Bird thought otherwise.
I'm going to put him in a 3rd and long situation. When you 0-5 football team, I know that they probably don't want to hear me keep saying that, but I'm thinking it's 4-down territory.
Exactly.
That's one of the reasons why I bring it up. You're trying to change the momentum of your season. And when you're in plus territory right now, you got 2 chances to get 9 yards. So you don't have to all get it all here on 3rd down. You would like to, but if not, you want to get something positive so you can still go for it on 4th.
Jones remaining in shotgun. Ryan Roberts is the lone running back on the right hip of Jones. Bird is in motion, and Bird will take the snap, rolling to his right and able to cut inside the 25 and get close to the 21-yard line. So that is a positive gain of about 5, brings up 4th down and 4.
Yeah, I thought that was a smart play. You didn't get greedy. Just get something positive.
just outside the red zone.
Now, if you don't pick it up here, it's no harm, no foul. You give your defense a chance, and you're not putting your defense in a bad way either.
Need to get to the 16-yard line to move the chains.
Bryson Jones has been good out of the pocket. You know, he's going to if it's a pass, he's going to give his receiver a chance.
It's all been on the ground, I believe. That
I don't see them playing. They're going to play coverage. I don't see no blitzers.
West Carrollton
just playing back, sitting in coverage.
Jones rolling to his right. He can take off for it himself if he wants to. He should have the first down
and
inside
more.
the 10.
And maybe
still on his feet. No, he is knocked out of bounds. He's knocked out of bounds inside the 10, but as it is, Jones does convert a first down presented by Arby's, and it also means West Carrollton has entered the Donato's delivery zone. Donato's Pizza is a great call for after the game. Order online for pickup or delivery at donatos.com. Every piece is important. Deshaun Cunningham was the man who was able to force Jones out of bounds. Ooh, I don't know on that.
No, he stepped out a little bit earlier.
He did? Okay. Yep.
That's a good mark by the officials.
So West Carrollton's second drive, they have entered, again, the Donato's delivery zone for the first time. They'll set up with a 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. They can get another first down right at the 1. It is not a goal-to-go situation. And we've got a timeout.
That was a good decision to go for it on 4th down.
Especially keeping it on the ground, allowing Bauer Jones to keep moving. There, you see the right foot. Right before he makes contact with Cunningham, his foot is right there on the yellow chalk.
11.5, 12-yard line. It feels it with 53.5 yards wide. If it was only 53 yards wide, he'd have been
exactly
54 yards. He'd be perfect.
Now time to introduce our third member of our broadcast team down to Tej Joshi.
Thank you, Matt. Something we mentioned in the pregame show. It is a military appreciation night tonight, and you may have seen it on the field for West Carrollton. The Pirates, they're wearing unique National Guard uniforms tonight. And if you take a look at the crowd tonight, you see, of course, lots of people wearing military gear or USA gear. Very cool stuff. The staff here told me they're doing this to pay homage to our armed services. I'll send it back to you guys up in the broadcast booth.
All right, thank you, Tej. Keith was talking with one of the West Carrollton coaches. First time they've done this. Big event, too, on Thursday Night Lights.
How about that? New Jersey's Thursday night. Hey, this is a memorable night for the West Carrollton Pirates.
This drive coming up on 3.5 minutes old as Pirates are reset from the timeout. They've got 1st and 10 at the Stebbins 11-yard line. Again, you're just joining us. West Carrollton's first drive, they went 3 and out. The ensuing punt was returned 47 yards by Dino Johnson for a Stebbins touchdown. But since then, West Carrollton has been able to establish their momentum on offense and certainly hoping to get some points at the end of it here. From the 11, Jones rolling to his left. Wants to throw toward the end zone. Has a man, and there's a flag on the play. Looked like Larry Mills was the intended receiver. Maybe got a little bit ahead of him, the ball did, but so did the Stebbins defender, make contact a little bit early.
Not a bad penalty if you're Stebbins. You saved a touchdown. You give your defense a chance still to keep them out of the end zone. This isn't the NFL where you get the ball on the 1.
Right.
When you get pass interference.
Holding. Defense number 10. Half the distance to the goal. Still first down.
So here's another look at the play.
Yeah, he's got him
at the bottom of the screen.
Pretty good.
It's at the bottom of the screen. So because it's a half a distance to the goal, it is only 1st down and 6. Again, it is not a 1st and goal situation. West Carrollton can still get another first down if they reach the 1-yard line. With 7:49 to go in the first.
Yeah, they said we get to the 1, we want to go ahead and get all the way to the goal line.
Jones under center. This is Ryan Roberts to the left side.
He's going to be hard to stop.
Trying to break free. Yes, he does. Ryan Roberts from 5 yards out, and that's good for a West Carrollton touchdown presented by Donato's.
I'll tell you, when these running backs get their shoulders square, good things happen for the West Carrollton Pirates. And when that's how Ryan Roberts gets squared through the line of scrimmage, getting running downhill, he's going to be hard to stop. He's on the train tracks. He's on the train, and that looked like somebody like, oh boy, I need to get out. He's not stopping.
So a much better drive for the Pirates compared to drive number 1, as here's the extra point attempt. It is going to be low on the effort from Craig Fisher. So
had a chance to tie it up there.
So Stebbins does take the lead, but West Carrollton is on the board. 7:42 to go in the first quarter of Thursday Night Lights. Whether you're watching the game here at DOC Stadium in West Carrollton or wherever you're watching the game from, be sure to interact with us on X, formerly known as Twitter. Use the handle @Dayton247 now to send us your photos and your watch parties. And glad you could spend your Thursday night with us this final Thursday of September 2024. And a day that has actually for once resembled football weather compared to the month we've had weather-wise.
It's officially fall.
It is.
Yeah, so this past week we turned the calendar fall, so the weather can change now. It's allowed.
This kickoff presented by Carroll Works Tire Company, taken on a hop by Marcel Jefferson and out to about the Stebbins 44-yard line. So this will actually be Stebbins' first drive of the ball game because they did force a punt early and returned it for a touchdown. That punt going all the way 47 yards. So now this will be their first offensive opportunity. This is the look at the West Carrollton scoring summary presented by Arby's. It was actually Ryan Roberts who had the carry, number 5, a 5-yard rushing touchdown, capping off a 10-play, 57-yard drive, taking up about 3 minutes, 30 seconds off the clock. That was what West Carrollton needed, not just taking up time off the clock, but ending with points in the end zone.
Yes, indeed. They would have loved to have their extra point to tie this game all the way up, but they got to feel good about getting back in the game. Like I said, they got to restart. They're only down a point. And defense just now getting on the field with 7.5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Devin McCormick, the Stebbins starting quarterback, is a flag on the play. Pass is complete. And forced out of bounds is Braden Walters, but we will check the flag. You think it's coming back?
I saw the holding. The referee saw what I saw. It was a left tackle, if I'm not mistaken. It was held on a little too long.
Offense number 11. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay first down.
So Andre McConnell.
Yeah, it's a running back. Okay. There was somebody coming from
West Carrollton,
right in front of the referee.
West Carrollton's first offensive play was an offensive penalty that drove him back and also a loss of down. This situation, not a loss of down, but it's first and 20 nonetheless. So from the 33 instead of the 43. As here's a look at the Stebbins starting offense presented by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. Devin McCormick, the sophomore quarterback, he's got quite a few guys in the backfield alongside him. And also, we will not be surprised to see Dino Johnson maybe take some direct snaps as well, just to see if they can catch the Pirates off guard. But this pass intended for Johnson well ahead of the senior who has transferred to Stebbins after playing for Alter in past years. And the West Carrollton defense presented by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, a 4-2-5 setup. 5 men, 3 cornerbacks in addition to the 2 safeties.
Set up and line up like Ohio State.
Yep.
4-2-5 defense.
And Stebbins coming into this game 2-3. They had a wild comeback win week 1 against Springfield Shawnee in week 1. Lost 3 straight, but won last week against Fairborn as McCormick on second down. Got a man with a step, and that's caught. And off to the races. That's Marcel Jefferson is in for a Stebbins touchdown. 67 yards from Devin McCormick to Marcel Jefferson, and that touchdown presented by Donato's.
Yeah, there's a little too much celebrating there. It's going to cost them 15 yards on the kickoff. But that was a heck of a play. Nice play.
Put the ball up, trust your receiver, and Marcel Jefferson saying, I got you, Devin. And dare I say, the Stebbins fight song is a lot similar
I'm
to
getting the chills.
Yeah.
I'm getting the chills. I know that song very well.
Well,
I know that too.
To be
That's
fair,
Buckeye Battle Cry.
How many people in Ohio do not know that song?
Yes, indeed. Yeah, but do you know the title? I gave you the title.
You did give the title, yeah.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 12, offense. That 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Yeah, that's Buckeye Battle Cry. Actually, I have it on my phone. It's in my iTunes. And I know the words. But I'm not going to sing it. You can relax at home. I would not sing the song.
So the extra point from Daniel Torres is up and good. So we've had quite a few touchdowns here this opening quarter. 7:15 to go in the first. Marcel Jefferson, he did get a flag late for early celebration. However, Stebbins has a 14-6 lead with 7:15 to go in the first quarter. Here's a look at the replay. Again, McCormick just throwing the ball up. Jefferson able to get in between defenders and outrace everybody to the end zone. So the message now from both teams coming up. First, we'll toss it down to Tage Joshi on the sideline. Tage?
Thank you, Matt. Just wanted to show you guys a little bit about what the home team here looks like. This is their student section right over here. And in front of the student section, you see a pirate mascot here. They are going all out with their pirate themes and their USA themes here in the student section tonight. They are feeling pretty hyped. Hopefully, the scoreboard will reflect that a little bit more in just a little bit. For now, though, my friends, send it back to you guys up in the broadcast booth.
All right, thank you, Tage, as Stebbins will now be kicking off from their own 25-yard line because it was a 15-yard penalty for the celebration after the touchdown.
It was a nice celebration.
Yep.
But it's going to cost you. You saw Krishan Junkins and Carnell Tate from Ohio State do that same celebration last week.
Exactly. This kickoff presented by Carroll Words Tire Company, taking on a couple of hops and quickly out past midfield, and West Carrollton will start on the plus side of the field. So we've had some good starts on offense for both teams here. West Carrollton, the first drive, not what they were hoping for, but
yeah, they had good field position. They just went backwards in the first play, that intentional grounding.
But a good, nice kickoff return there from Devin Bird. It will set the Pirates up at the Stebbins 45-yard line. So a short field to work with, and we still have a little more than 7 minutes to go in the first quarter alone.
We're going to get some points tonight, it seems like, and lots of them.
We will have
both defenses will be tested. They've been tested so far.
Official marking is the 44-yard line after the return, taken on a couple. And also, again, the fact that the kickoff was pushed back 15 yards. On first down, a carry up the middle, one broken tackle, and eventually making the stop around the 42. That was number 51 on the stop for Stebbins, Jaden Wooten.
It was a nice hit in the backfield. He hit him right in the line of scrimmage.
So West Carrollton, again, you mentioned it already, and we talked with Anthony Parker Sr. yesterday. It was, as first we check out the scoring summary presented by Arby's. Again, it was a Devin McCormick 67-yard touchdown pass to Marcel Jefferson, number 12. Again, 3-play drive, taking up 67 yards. Meanwhile, back here after a gain of 2, it's 2nd and 8. Jones looking to his right, has a man with a step, but beyond.
He's out of bounds. Is that a photographer over there?
Looks like it. It was Kylan Ingram, number 8, the intended receiver for the Pirates. Instead, it brings up third down.
Oh, that's one of the helps out the officials. He probably hadn't been hit like that in about 60 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 40 years since I was in high school, so that's why I got 60. He's 20 years older than me. He's tough.
I'm glad to see everyone is back upright and doing all right.
Good job. He's probably going to give me grief after the game.
Third down and 8 with 6:21 to go in the first quarter. And if you're just joining us, it has been an eventful first quarter. Stebbins with a punt return for a touchdown. West Carrollton quickly responded with a 3-minute drive ending in 6, but the PAT effort was no good. And then Stebbins on a long pass to go back up by 8 points now, and that's our current score of 14-6.
You know, you really hate to go 3 and out here after getting this kind of field position, so this is a crucial third down.
They did go for it on a 4th down on their previous drive, and they were successful on that. As here's a left pass that's caught by Josh Benson. Quickly inside the 40. He's going to be forced out of bounds around the 36, so maybe 2 yards short, but we will see a flag. There was some late extracurricular contact. On whom, though? That's the major question.
Yeah, I didn't see who. I know it's right there on West Carrollton's sideline.
Well, a pivotal call coming up here. It looks like they may have.
They'd be offsetting.
That's what I'm
not sure.
Yeah. So during the play, there was a penalty on West Carrollton, but then afterwards, a late hit, unsportsmanlike on Stebbins. So two fouls on the play.
Both ways, yeah. Both of them have 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. So they may just offset.
And if that is indeed the case, Benson was the receiver on that play for West Carrollton. He was forced out of bounds around the 36-yard line. He'd be about 2 yards short. Would bring up 4th and 2.
On the play, holding, offense number 8, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay, second down. Dead ball, personal foul, late hit out of bounds. Defense number 12, 15-yard penalty, still second down.
So it's second down, rather. My mistake on that. As here, again, there's another look at the screen pass.
12 was getting held. He didn't like it.
Dino Johnson made the clean contact with Benson before pushing him out of bounds, and then the extracurricular hit. So now the ball is being marked at the 34-yard line, which if that's the case...
No, that was third down. We can't replay second down.
I was under the impression it was third down for starters, and the line to gain was the 34. Well, now the ball's at the 34-yard line.
I think they may be catching it down there. I think Stebbins' coach said, wait a minute, it was third down and 8.
Stebbins is going to call a timeout. Yeah, my understanding is it was a 3rd and 8, and he got at least 6, and then it was all dependent on the penalties, but since they did not offset, I did not hear them say offset. But in the meantime, this is week 6 of Thursday Night Lights. We have 4 more games after tonight to bring your way. Next week, we will be on the road to Preble County as the currently unbeaten Preble Shawnee Arrows will host the Tri-County North Panthers over in the Camden-Grantis area. And then that is our last game outside of Montgomery County for the 2024 season. October 10th, we are in the Oakwood as the Lumberjacks will host Carlisle. Next Thursday, after that, week 9, our Dayton City League matchup at Welcome Stadium between Dunbar and Belmont. And we will close our Thursday Night Light slate with a GWAC contest. Springfield, one of the 2 remaining unbeatens in league play. They will be on the road at a Dortmund team ready to bounce back after a 1-1 start to GWAC play. Also, be sure to tune in to Dayton 24/7 now tonight at 10 o'clock on Fox 45 and 11 o'clock on ABC 22. Elise Coulter will have the news and updates from around the Miami Valley today. And Chief Meteorologist Natalie Walters and actually also Meteorologist Tim Boyd is in tonight. He'll have updates on the latest from the Miami Valley. How much rain can we expect from the remnants of Hurricane Helene that will be making its way to the Miami Valley throughout the day tomorrow and into parts of Saturday as well.
My 2 kids are in Florida, so I told them, I talked to my son this morning, prepare for the hurricane.
Yep.
Get the supplies. There's a hole here.
Official marking after the timeout was a first and 10 at the 34-yard line, and this run is a gain of close to about 9. That was Devin Bird on the carry, number 2.
But a 15-yard penalty superseded the holding.
That's what it was.
That's what happens.
So West Carrollton basically got a first down presented by Arby's is what happened because of the late hit. And a gain of 9 here from Bird as, again, West Carrollton trying to drive and get a touchdown. And you would presume go for 2 to try to tie the game, correct?
Oh, absolutely. You get back in there. If you get a touchdown, make it 14-14.
Glad you could join us on this Thursday night, September 26th.
Here comes the blitz.
Jones in the shotgun, rolling to his left, trying to get a pass off, has a man with a step.
Wow,
that is
coverage.
Caught and pulled in. That is good for a West Carrollton first down. Caught by Kylan Ingram, the tight end. That's a first down presented by Arby's, and it has moved the Pirates into the Donato's delivery zone.
That was a nice pitch and catch.
Donato's a great call for after the game. Order online for pickup or delivery at donatos.com. Every piece is important.
I think Dino Johnson thought he was just throwing that ball away. but he fit that ball in there between him and Marcel Jefferson.
What a play from Bauer Jones. I believe that's their first completion of the night for the Pirate offense. It's
quarterback sneak.
It's all been ground yards so far as 1st and goal, run up the middle to about the 6-yard line or actually the 1-yard line.
Well, yeah, that soccer line messed with my head too.
Tonight we're paying attention to the yellow markings. That's not something you see a whole lot of, and whether or not they have the white markings on DOC Stadium's field are for soccer, but tonight we're paying attention to the yellow markings. Those are the yard marks. 2nd and goal. Handoff and up the middle. That's for a touchdown. That's number 6, Kenyon Perkins with the carry from 3 yards out, and that is a West Carrollton touchdown presented by Donato's.
That was a nice drive there. Took advantage of the good field position. You know, as a coach, I'm coaching Stebbins. I'm upset about the 15-yard penalty.
Yeah,
they got
celebration after the touchdown.
You gave them good field position. Then on 3rd and long, you get another 15-yard penalty to give them a first down. It was a dead ball penalty, one unsportsmanlike conduct. Well, we were wrong. We thought they were going to go for 2, but they said no, they're going to kick it and try to make it a 1-point game.
4:35 to go in the first quarter. The first effort from Craig Fisher was a little short. Here's effort number 2. It's on its way. It off to the right. It was far enough and would have cleared. As here's a look at the play that set up the touchdown. A great pass from Kylan to Kylan Ingram, not giving up on the play. And this was the touchdown run from Kenyon Perkins to give West Carrollton their 2nd touchdown of the night. Now let's go down to the sidelines and Tej Joshi. Tej?
Thank you, Matt. Of course, we've been telling you about the West Carrollton Pirates all night long, showing you the fans, the mascots, but I want to show you my favorite part of their school spirit here. If you look across the field on the other side of the stadium, you will see an actual pirate ship. They've been talking about that all day long to me, talking about how it is one of the center points about their school spirit here. They're very proud of it, and it is a great part of the stadium. I'm a big fan of it personally. I asked some of the facilities guys here if I could go on the pirate ship, and they gave me a soft no. So I'm still working on that, my friends, now. I will send it back up to you in the broadcast booth.
Come on, Ted, you can get it done.
All right.
I want to see you, just get behind the wheel and, just don't fire any cannons, but I want to see you get in the pirate ship.
The name of the ship is the Connie Sue. You can see it kind of on that right side of it.
Does that mean touchdown? In pirate speak?
I guess so.
Okay.
Close enough. This kickoff presented by Carroll Wirtz Tire Company. It's going to be a low hopper. That's what they've all been so far. And again, taking on a couple of hops. This looks like cutting to the outside and past the 45-yard line.
He's not out of bounds yet.
That's number 16, Clayton Mason, eventually forced out of bounds around the 48-yard line. And Stebbins will take over with 4:26 to go in the first quarter.
So this West Carrollton defense can get a stop here. This is a nice return.
Well, Stebbins' defense has gotten 1 stop, and that really is the game right now, as we'll take a look shortly at the scoring summary. West Carrollton's drive going 45 yards and resulting in a 2-yard touchdown run by Kenyon Perkins. That scoring summary will be coming up shortly after this play. First attempt from the 48. End around, this is number 2, Braden Walters, trying to get to the outside and around 2 men before being forced out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 44-yard line of West Carrollton territory. That's going to be good for a gain of about 8. And 2nd down and 2 upcoming. This is the scoring summary presented by Arby's. Perkins capping a 7-play, 45-yard drive with a touchdown.
Yeah, that's a horse collar out, all right. No wonder he was upset about that when he got off. You get your hand inside that shoulder pad. They usually call that when the referees let one go that time or missed it.
2nd down and 2. McCormick on the keeper. And now he's quickly finding himself running out of time and eventually sacked for a loss by Kylan Ingram, number 8, the senior, the multi-year, multi-sport contributor. And now Stebbins is going to be looking at a 3rd down again.
That's the way to stay at home, Colin. You have to set the edge on the edge. Don't let them get outside you.
Loss of 4 on the play brings up 3rd down and 6 from the West Carrollton 48. They need to get to the 42, Stebbins does.
Devin McCormick has shown he can throw the ball and throw it deep. He's got a good arm on him.
Their lone offensive drive so far ending in a 67-yard touchdown pass. And
he's got room if he wants to run for it.
Plenty of room to run. He should have enough to pick up a first down, and he's going to get some extra yards out of that as well, burying his head to about the 37-yard line. That's good for a Stebbins first down presented by Arby's, and that is actually the first down of the game for the Indians. It comes with just under 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, he was right. He did a good job by running toward Isaiah Stoudemire, who's he's a stud over there playing left tackle. I would find him too and get behind him and run up more often.
Future Western Kentucky Hilltopper, and it looks like
after a big-time block there.
It looked like there may have been a flag on the play because they're moving Stebbins even closer to the end zone. It is defensive holding is the call we're hearing. So first and 10 from the 27 after that mark. This is Deshaun Cunningham on the end around, trying to get to the right side. Cunningham inside the 10. And close to about the 5-yard line. We have another flag coming up, so we'll wait to see where they put the ball after the flag. But the play as it stands is a first down.
Face mask on Stebbins. On West Carrollton.
So that will not negate the run. It will be a first and 10, first and goal rather,
yeah,
presented
it'll be
by
half the distance to the end zone.
Face mask. Defense number 12. Half the distance to the goal from the end of the run. Results in a first down.
So Stebbins first down presented by Arby's, and the run, even without the face mask, it did move Stebbins into the Donato's delivery zone. Donato's a great call for after the game. Order online for pickup or delivery at Donatos.com, as Andre McConnell is going to be stopped for no gain around the 3-yard line. Second and goal.
And West Carrollton was able to get penetration that time.
They're probably hoping.
Yeah, you're playing well like Stebbins is right now offensively. You're not thinking about a field goal or anything. All you think about is an extra point. It's 4-down territory.
They're probably thinking, hope Stebbins goes for another read option play. That we saw one earlier on this drive. It resulted in a sack for Kylan Ingram. They sure wouldn't mind another one of those plays coming.
They need to play on their side of the line of scrimmage.
On second and goal from the 3, McCormick wants to throw. Now he's going to tuck in and run, and going to be stopped around the 1-yard line. A critical stop there by a Pirate defender. Otherwise, McCormick was free to dive into the end zone.
Yeah, it was Kylan Ingram. You don't want to throw him toward the end zone.
Yeah, it was Ingram who made contact.
You're going to knock him back.
So under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Low snap.
But handled, and hand up to McConnell right up the middle for a Stebbins touchdown. Indians have 2 full offensive possessions. They have 2 touchdowns plus the punt return, and that's a touchdown for Stebbins presented by Donato's, and they go up 20-12. Well, we've had a lot of offense this first quarter, a lot of ground game too. The running backs deciding this game so far.
Yes, they are. I mean, both teams running backs knocked the ball in the end zone. Loving that. I mean, right now we got 32 points of offense in the first quarter. You combine between the two teams.
You don't see that a lot at any level. 32.
No. Soon to be 33. Yes.
Daniel Torres 3 for 3 on extra points.
Well, I suspect next time Stebbins scores, they're going to probably go for 2. West Carrollton.
Well, here's another look at the
look at Isaiah. Isaiah Stoudemire, 73, left tackle.
Also a good block by number 10 on the left side, Dustin Hickman for the Indians. That helped free up the hole for McConnell.
Oh, yeah.
And that's actually a look at the Stebbins student section. They're definitely happy to see that, as the Indians, again, trying to get back to 500 in the win column. And be sure to tune in to Fox 45 weeknights at 7 and 7:30 for back-to-back episodes of The Big Bang Theory. Sheldon Cooper and his friends navigating life. That's back-to-back episodes, 7 and 7:30 weeknights on Fox 45 of The Big Bang Theory.
Love to hear the high school spirit between both schools. Good student sections to get involved.
Yep. Both teams excited to play on this stage, and the offenses have sure played like it as well. This kickoff is going to be presented by Carroll Works Tire Company. It is back at the 40. There was no flag for celebration after the touchdown, so here's a line drive kick. It actually gets through a man.
Did it touch him? If it touched, it didn't touch him, so they get the penalty.
So it does go out of bounds. A risk there for Devin Bird, but it pays off. So West Carrollton going to take over with very good field position
they get
once
the ball
again.
right about 35-yard line. Just love the high school spirit. Thursday night lights. You get to play before Friday. You're sitting there in school all day long. You got your classmates talking about the game tonight. You can't wait to get out here and performing. Both schools have really showed up tonight.
And not many other games playing tonight, so there are only a handful of options in terms of especially being on TV.
Yeah, I would have loved to have been on TV when I was in high school. And they all have DVRs, so they can watch this game on TV.
Exactly.
15, 20 years from now. Show their future wives and kids. Like, look at me when I was in high school. So it's a great opportunity.
Definitely something they'll remember for the rest of their lives.
Certainly.
So 1:46 to go in the first quarter. West Carrollton, they're going to start their fourth drive of the game. First drive was a 3-and-out, but the last two have ended in touchdowns, albeit no PATs. But what does Bryson Bauer-Jones have for this drive here? It's a handoff. Ryan Roberts up the right side. Quickly out past the 35-yard line, close to about the 37. So a gain of better half of 3 yards. As a quick recap of the Stebbins scoring summary, 7 plays, 52 yards, and ending with a McConnell 1-yard touchdown run.
West Carrollton seems got their offense. Ever since that first series, they've moved the ball well.
They have. Well, we saw last.
You get positive yards there. You would prefer to have 4, but 3's not all bad.
We saw last week with Ansonia and Tri-Village. They definitely, both teams seemed over-eager. They were fumbling the ball back and forth to each other. But then once they settled down, it was a great, much like what we've seen now, touchdowns going literally back and forth. They just needed to get those early game
nerves
jitters.
out of the way.
2nd and 7. Jones quickly running out of time. Has to get rid of it and fires an interception. Bringing it back across midfield is Dino Johnson. Stopped at the West Carrollton 45-yard line. But the first turnover of the game, the altered transfer, Dino Johnson, giving Stebbins the ball and great field position to work with.
Bryson Jones, you don't throw the ball deep over the middle late. He got under pressure and he threw it back in the middle of the field. That's a learned experience. I still see quarterbacks on Saturday and Sundays do that too, and it gets me upset.
Yep.
But, that's a learn. He'll learn.
Had a man beyond Johnson, but the pass just a little low, and Johnson was able to read it and get a good return out of it to boot. So Stebbins takes over after the first turnover of the game.
So they convert this to points. He wasn't looking for it all.
McCormick rolling to his right, going for a deep ball, and just beyond the reach of number 13. That's Trey Newton, the intended receiver.
Trey Newton's got to keep running. Can't stop.
I did see a flag back at the line of scrimmage, so...
Sideline warning. West Carrollton. That is their first of the game.
Yeah, the referees are real sticky for that.
No yardage assessed. 2nd down.
That's right. You had a get-back coach there on your near sideline. So they're going to be like, y'all get back. Because the referees need that space to run up and down the sideline.
Exactly.
And if they bump into one of your staff members, so you can't argue that. You have to stay behind the line.
There you see Anthony Parker, senior, the West Carrollton head coach, at the right of your screen. In his 2nd year.
The referees, they do that 2-yard line. You can't run it. They want to bump into nobody.
And around, this is Deshaun Cunningham. Quickly inside the 45. Now cuts back inside the 35-30.
He's trying to take it off. He gets one more block.
Does a man have an angle for West Carrollton? Cunningham eventually stopped inside the 10-yard line, but not before recording another Stebbins first down. But there is a flag back at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, it's probably going to be holding or pushing the back, blocking the back.
During the run, illegal block in the back. Number 10, offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay, 2nd down.
I always wonder why they call it illegal block in the back. When can you legally block me in the back? That's between the line. Between the tackles.
There it is.
Between the linemen, you can block a guy in the back.
So that will negate what would have been a first and goal setup for the Indians. It will bring up second and long. Here it's the run again.
Can't
right
do
there.
that. Bill Parcells used to say, if you can see his number, don't hit it. So you don't block him in the back. If you can see his name and jersey, don't touch it. Just not going to do nothing but bring it all the way back.
And we've got a timeout on the field, or at least a stoppage of play, as both teams are. Injured player. And we certainly wish a speedy recovery for Josh Benson, it looks like, which he has been a major player so far on the Pirates' 2 scoring drives as a receiver. We would certainly hope he's able to return. .25 seconds to go. It's going to be 3rd down and short on this play. It's a handoff to McConnell up the left side. Quickly has enough for the first down. Now cutting back inside the 20. One man to beat. And McConnell forced out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. That's good for a Stebbins first down presented by Arby's. And it also means the Indians have entered the Donato's delivery zone. Donato's Pizza, a great call for after the game. Order online for pickup or delivery at donatos.com. Every piece is important.
Stebbins is playing with a lot of confidence right now. We don't have no play clock calls, so they're going to handle that on the field amongst the referees.
They will have to keep it by hand. Game clock is stopped with 18 seconds to go.
You got to go by your internal clock.
And it's a handoff to McConnell. Quickly inside the 5, he's going to be met at the 4 and stopped for about a 4-yard gain. We'll bring up second and goal, and I don't think they'll have time to get off another play before the first quarter comes to an end. However, what a first quarter we've had. 5 touchdowns, very back and forth. Took West Carrollton a bit of time to find their footing. But Stebbins, meanwhile, knocking on the door. 21-12, the Indians lead after 1 quarter of Thursday Night Lights. Welcome back to Lee's Thursday Night Lights, presented by Cincinnati Area Toyota Dealers. Stebbins with a 21-12 lead, and they have second and goal from the 4-yard line. The first play of the second quarter, it's a handoff to Andre McConnell, who had to reverse field at first, and actually is going to lose a couple yards on this play, back on the other side of the 5-yard line.
West Carrollton got penetration there. When you have, especially when you backed up and trying to keep them out of the end zone, you got to win on this side of the line of scrimmage, and that's what they was able to do there. Come up and fill a goal out of the linebacker. Good play.
Yeah, McConnell.
By Bryson Jones.
Yep.
Filling the hole. Quarterback and middle linebacker.
Quarterback and also playing on defense, as we got a timeout here with 11:46 to go in the half. It's going to be a timeout taken by Stebbins, already their second of the first half. So now Greg Bonifay and his crew going to have to reset. They were doing well. They had great starting field position. This drive began off an interception by Dino Johnson and again has moved inside the red zone. West Carrollton trying to get that critical stop, one that has evaded them for pretty much the entire season so far. Can they get that critical stop with the game here in the balance in the second quarter? In the meantime, if you want to interact with us on Facebook, be sure to use the handle at Dayton247now. Whether you're watching the game here at DOC Stadium in West Carrollton or wherever you're watching from, you want to send in your photos and interact with us. A look at the home stand here of DOC Stadium. Matt Digby, Keith Byars, Tage Joshi, and our crew greeting you from Montgomery County.
I know if I'm West Carrollton, I'm going to load up wherever Isaiah Stoudemire is and try to give him some help, because Stebbins is going to probably run his way. Big left tackle.
There you see it.
Don't let him be solo. You got to send a couple other people to him.
There you see the left tackle, number 73, Isaiah Stoudemire, who has been busy creating holes for his teammates.
Looking for them to run left if they run the ball. They're going to pass it.
On 3rd and goal,
he still runs left.
Still wants to pass, trying to find McConnell, does so, and into the end zone for a Stebbins touchdown from 5 yards. Andre McConnell, the reception, and that is a Stebbins touchdown presented by Donato's. Or there is a flag actually back at the 10, so call pending. And a false start actually on the call, so that negates the touchdown.
Formation, offense, more than 4 players in the backfield. 5-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down.
Stebbins, West Carrollton catches a break there.
That not just negates the touchdown, it also makes it 3rd and goal from about the 9-yard line. So 11:40 to go in the second quarter after the touchdown reception was called off. Now it's 3rd and goal from, they're actually marking it closer to the 11-yard line.
Yeah, we don't have no game clock.
No play clock. It's all having to be
delay a
kept
game,
internally.
or is it offsides or
Encroachment defense, number 61. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
And that's just going to mark it right.
Get 5 yards and give it right back.
Move it right back to the 6, so no actual loss on the play for Stebbins when all is said and done.
I'm sitting here in the booth. I'm hearing the fans count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 like they know what the play clock is, because no play clock is out.
Again, it's all being kept manually on the field. McCormick fires to the right side. That's caught for a Stebbins touchdown. Deshaun Cunningham from 6 yards, and that touchdown is presented by Donato's. So took an extra play, but Stebbins does find the end zone anyway, and they remain perfect on drives finding the end zone. Plus, they also have the punt return for a touchdown. But Deshaun Cunningham, his first touchdown involvement of the night, and that reestablishes a 2-touchdown, or actually still keeps it rather a 2-possession lead for the Indians with the PAT upcoming. Point after attempt by Daniel Torres is up and good. So with 11:35 to go in the second quarter, it's a 16-point lead for the Stebbins Indians. Now West Carrollton, will they have an opportunity to answer? It's coming up after this break on Thursday Night Lights. Right now, a look at the King's Furniture and Mattress best seat in the house. That is the West Carrollton student section, as the Pirates hosting Week 6 of Thursday Night Lights. First time Thursday Night Lights has been to DOC Stadium. Of course, both teams from the Miami Valley League, they have a long history of being associated with Thursday Night Lights, but this is the first time we've been at a game at West Carrollton, as this kickoff presented by Carroll Wirtz Tire Company. Taking up past the 35 and past the 40-yard line. Another great return, another promising starting field position for the Pirates. That is courtesy of number 2, Devin Bird, on the return. As both teams have not had issue getting the ball and starting a great field position, now it's been a matter of how the drives have ended. And right now the difference is 2 drives for West Carrollton. One ended in a punt that was returned for a touchdown, and one that ended in an interception, which Stebbins ultimately converted into a touchdown, this most recent score.
West Carrollton has got to figure out a way to keep points on the board and also stop them. They have got to, Stebbins is playing with full of confidence, and rightfully so. They're playing extremely well. But if West Carrollton wants to win this game, they got to score points, and they got to figure out a way to stop them, slow them down a little bit.
Bryson Jones thought about throwing left, reverses field, and throws back. It nearly intercepted, but it falls incomplete. It bounced just in front of Marcel Jefferson.
Yeah, Bryson's got to throw that ball away, not down there. Just throw it away. Don't throw it. Receiver didn't see it. You got 3 receivers in the same area, with two in the area, not on the same page.
Neither of them had turned around. Only Jefferson had a clear view in that area that Jones was even considering throwing the ball that way.
So they got to give Bryson Jones a target to hit. The receivers got to, help him out, because he'll get him the ball.
Here, Jones has time, tries a pass over the middle. That's caught. One broken tackle for Kylan Ingram. He's quickly inside the 45. Now inside the 40, Ingram spinning his way to the 37-yard line. Great job by Jones buying time, and Kylan Ingram converting a West Carrollton first down presented by Bathmasters.
He's a big target with soft hands. And knows what, Dan Marino, he's like, give me some yak. That means yards after catch. YAC, and he's giving them that.
I counted at least 3 broken tackles before it took multiple Indians defenders to make the stop. As West Carrollton sets up at the Stebbins 37-yard line. Jones wanting a screen. And that pass is caught and able to break free at least long enough to hold off a defender for a couple yards is Devin Bird, number 2.
Yeah, that's a little short pitch and catch. Give your running back a chance to make a play in space.
Gain of 5 on the play brings up 2nd down and 5 at the 32-yard line. Again, West Carrollton has made plays on offense. They've put together drives. It's a matter of the fact that Stebbins has not had to punt, and West Carrollton has had 2 drives already that have not ended in points. That's the difference in the ball game right now.
Yes, so. They've had to punt once and gave the ball away with the turnover. Other than that, they're getting points on the board.
And this is Bird out of the backfield, quickly inside the 30.
Slippery. Bird is
pushing
slippery
forward. If he's at the 27, that would be enough for a first down, and it looks like the officials are marking for the chains to be moved.
Isaiah Stoudemire playing both ways. He's going to get a blow now, big 73.
Lewis Stoudemire.
When he gets a hold of you, you're done.
It was a mix of Stoudemire and Hayden King to make that stop, and after deliberation among the officials, it is a first down presented by Bathmasters. So West Carrollton quickly to move downfield on this drive as we're now up on 9:50 and counting in the second quarter.
The power I formation.
Jones back under center. He wants to hand off to Ryan Roberts. Quickly forward, and could have had an even bigger gain if not for a quick stop by Ada McKenzie, number 22. That, as it is, it's going to be a 6-yard gain for Roberts. Could have been a whole lot more, but for Ada McKenzie.
A referee timeout of an injured player in the field.
And that's the second West Carrollton player who's had to receive medical attention. We'll take a quick break. 28-12, Stebbins leads, but West Carrollton on the move on Thursday Night Lights. 9:25 to go in the second quarter. West Carrollton with the ball after a 6-yard run by Ryan Roberts, and there was an injured Pirate who was able to walk off the field on his own power, as West Carrollton trying to pull this game back to a 1-possession game here in the second quarter. Matt Digby, Keith Byars, Tage Joshi, and our crew greeting you from DOC Stadium in West Carrollton, Ohio, the southern half of Montgomery County in the Dayton, Miami Valley region. On second and 4, a reverse handoff, and not fooled were the Stebbins defenders. That were 2 men Number 33, Travis Marquez, and number 22, Ada McKenzie combining to make that stop, and that's actually going to be a loss on the play.
Yeah, when you get that defensive penetration which Stebbins got here, that takes care of all that little misdirection that they was trying.
Jones faking the handoff to Kenyon Perkins and then ultimately giving the ball to Devin Bird, who was not able to break free of Travis Marquez. He was the first player to make contact. It's a loss of 2, brings up 3rd down and 6.
I saw good sportsmanship also out of Stebbins, helping the player, helping Bird up off the ground.
Jones with a handoff to Ryan Roberts. Quickly ahead, broken through a couple of tackles. The ball come loose, or did it go out of bounds? Now one official is ruling that Roberts was down before the ball came loose.
I thought that was... He put his helmet right on that football. I wish Stebbins probably wants that ball to be a fumble, because I think the ball went there, lost about a yard where the ball ended up at.
Official gain of 3 on the play. That moves the ball to the 21-yard line. 4th down and 3, and no doubt in your mind West Carrollton will go for it. Oh, the ball did come out before.
We don't have instant replay in high school.
Yeah, we can only see it ourselves with the benefit of replay now. But
thank you for it.
Yeah, the ball was clearly out, and the runner was not down.
It's crucial 4th down.
4th down and 3 from the 21, but an early movement. Who moved first?
They went with a hard count trying to get Stebbins offside. You don't want to get your own guy.
5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
That pushes them back 5 yards to about the 26. They still need to get to the Stebbins 18-yard line to keep the drive going. And now we're going to have a timeout. Well, once again, if you're just joining us, we've had an eventful game. West Carrollton had the ball first. It was a 3-and-out on their opening drive. And the ensuing punt was returned 47 yards by Dino Johnson for a Stebbins Indians touchdown. But since then, it's been back and forth. The two teams were trading touchdowns. The other big factor, West Carrollton trying for PATs, but both of those attempts were off target. Stebbins, meanwhile, 4 for 4 on PAT attempts. So that's the difference right now in the 28-12 ball game. It is still very much up for grabs, especially if West Carrollton can regain their momentum on offense. This is by no means game over.
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, West Carrollton, they've done some really good things offensively. Just the only thing they've really done bad was just had that one turnover and had slow start to the game. Missed a couple extra points, but they're offensively, they've been able to move the ball. It's just defensively they've had their struggles. But this is going to be a big 4th down. I mean, I agree with the decision. It's 4th and 8. You got to give your offense a chance to, to put points on your board and rest your defense as best you can.
Need to get to the 18-yard line. Jones wanting the pass. Now he's going to be flushed out of the pocket. Shifting to his right, and he's going to be stopped short about the 21-yard line. He needed 8. He got about 5, and that's going to be a turnover on downs as Stebbins will take over at their own 21-yard line.
I like that he didn't take a sack here. But you got to go north-south. You got once you make it, you got to plant that foot and try to go get it. East and west is not going to get the first down for you.
So Stebbins takes over with 7:19 to go in the first half. Again, all of their drives have ended in touchdowns. They have not had to punt the ball. They have not had to turn it over.
And they haven't seen 3rd down too often either. They've been pretty efficient. But West Carrollton needs to stop them right here to give your offense another chance before the half.
It will be a timely stop for the Pirates if they can make it happen. Dino Johnson in motion as McCormick takes the shotgun snap. All alone back at his own 14-yard line. Now eventually being forced to roll and gets the pass away. And nearly intercepted by West Carrollton. That looked like number 13, Josh Benson, on the coverage.
Yeah, he had a bead on the ball.
Dino Johnson was the intended receiver.
Dino Johnson's got to come back to that ball. You can't, you're waiting for the ball to come, but defense is coming to play. He's coming to, to intercept it from you.
7:08 to play in the first half. Reminder, this is already week 6, and we talked about it when we first greeted you from West Carrollton. This is the business end of the season already. As McCormick quickly running out of time, trying to evade a sack and still buying time, keeping this play alive. And McCormick,
he wants it all.
Trying to find a positive play out of it, and it's caught for a Stebbins first down. Andre McConnell by the 48-yard line.
That's all hands catch, went up, high pointed the football. And at that point, it comes to who's trying to make, who wants it more.
Caleb Buckner was the man who had McCormick truly scrambling all the way back at his own 10-yard line, and it looked like McCormick was just going to try to just cut his losses, go for the incompletion, but no, McConnell making the catch, and that's a Stebbins first down presented by Bathmasters.
Look at it, I like he catches it at the high point, brings it in. Yes, run over there behind big old Isaiah Stoutmeyer on the left side of the offensive line.
This is McConnell again inside the 45, eventually forced out of bounds inside the 35, but still should be enough for another Stebbins first down. And we've got another injury, it looks like. Again, that's Stebbins first down presented by Bathmasters with just over 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. Meanwhile, down to the sideline, and here's Tage Joshi.
Tonight, it's a football stadium. That's what you might think, but real quick, want to let you guys know that soccer, professional soccer, is played here as well. A USL2 team known as the Dayton Dutch Lions, they play here. They are a local team representing Dayton, and of course, they are a team that plays soccer here, normally a football stadium. Back to you guys up in the booth.
All right, thank you, Tage. This is a carry from Braden Walters, and that's good for a Stebbins touchdown from 30 yards with 6:15 to go in the second quarter. Braden Walters for a Stebbins touchdown presented by Donato's. So Stebbins going a more up-tempo this drive, and again, they capitalize with points.
Yeah, they took advantage of West Carrollton, having a couple players injured, and they're playing both ways. So they was a little gas, and they just went tempo and never really let West Carrollton get in a flow or a rhythm of how to try to stop them on defense.
So Daniel Torres to attempt the extra point. He is 4 for 4 so far, and that drifted off to the left, and it is no good. So first PAT miss of the night, as Stebbins has the 34-12 lead midway through the second quarter. Here's another look at the replay. It was actually a pass over the middle to Braden Walters, who was able to weave in the round defenders.
Did you see that block Stoudemire had down the field?
That was a lot of good blocks, not just Stoudemire. But in the meantime, again, this is week 6, week 7, next Thursday night, October 3rd. We will be in Preble County as the Preble Shawnee Arrows take on the Tri-County North Panthers in a matchup of the WOAC. You can watch it right here on MyTV Dayton, channel 22.3 over the air, or channel 24 on Spectrum. We will also be streaming it live on Facebook, facebook.com/Dayton247now. The Arrows, they entered this week undefeated and alone atop the WOAC standings. But last week, Keith, we had a great WOAC matchup with Ansonia and Tri-Village. Ansonia won that game. So right now, they're keeping pace with Preble Shawnee. They're both undefeated in the WOAC competition, and they got a great matchup.
We're going to be in for a treat next week.
Yep.
I've never been there. Never been to Preble Shawnee. I'm looking forward to that.
We were there 2 years ago for that matchup with the Panthers and the Arrows, and both teams rightfully fired up, and Preble Shawnee won that game ultimately that night, so they'll be happy for another opportunity to be on Thursday Night Lights. Our goal with this putting together a schedule, we want to give as many conferences, as many counties, as many different communities as we can.
Well, I think we've achieved that goal.
Yep.
And I like it. We get a chance to get out and go to places we don't normally see, and everybody needs a spotlight sometime.
Exactly.
So I'm really thrilled to be here, here at West Carrollton. Got to see the pirate ship.
Yep. The Connie Sue.
We did get to see Stebbins play last year.
Yep.
And get an opportunity to see him again this year.
Yeah, we've had both of these schools quite often in recent years. I believe this was the matchup a couple years ago before I joined Dayton 24/7 now. I want to say 2021 when they played each other and we had them.
Nice. Let's see if West Carrollton get some points. We got 6 minutes. Still got half the quarter to go.
On first down, Jones with the screen pass. That's caught and got a couple of broken tackles and out to about the 37-yard line. That is a completed reception. Looks like to, well, first we'll take a look at the Stebbins scoring summary presented by Arby's. That's Walters on the 30-yard touchdown reception from Devin McCormick. So that's another touchdown pass tonight for the sophomore quarterback for the Indians. Took up just over a minute of game time. That's the other thing for Stebbins. They're not just young, they haven't just had success scoring the ball, but they've done so while not taking a ton of time off the clock in the process.
Kind of like Ohio State did last Saturday.
Exactly.
Ohio State had 20 plays and 28 points in the first half against Marshall.
3-0 in non-conference play under Ryan Day as this handoff to about the 40-yard line. That's going to be another positive gain of about 3. We'll bring up 3rd down and 4, and another 3rd and manageable upcoming for the West Carrollton offense.
Well, you can tell these teams know each other so well. You see a lot of guys, sharing pleasantries and sometimes yapping at each other. Not that far. Stebbins and West Carrollton is not very far apart.
Not far from each other at all. Just a short drive down Route 4 from Edmondson Stadium, and then once you get to downtown Dayton, shift to I-75, and only a few miles.
Yeah, you're here.
3rd down and 3 is the official ruling. Need to get the ball.
I know. I'm looking for Colin Ingram if he was passed.
Well, this is Jones up the middle for a keeper. He should have it up for a 1st down out near the 45-yard line, and that's good for a West Carrollton 1st down presented by Bathmasters, and that was a much needed
Jones is getting up a little slow.
Positive gain. But hopefully Bauer Jones is Bryson.
Bryson's been playing well hard all night.
He has had some good plays in this first half, but that is not a sight you want to see, the fact that he's needing to get some attention from the training staff. He did well to find a gap up the middle and get the 1st down. But in the meantime, coming up tonight after the game, right here on MyTV Dayton, be sure to tune in for a new episode of Dateline. That is right here on channel 22.3 over the air, channel 24 on Spectrum. All new episode of Dateline on MyTV Dayton. With 4:25 to go in the second quarter. Again, West Carrollton with the ball, but trailing 34-12. They have both of their touchdowns in the first quarter. Stebbins had 3 scores in the first quarter, and they've had 2 here in the second. As the good news, Bryson Jones is up. However, he is walking rather slowly to the sideline with help.
Hopefully it's just a cramp, even this
so.
late in the year.
He was.
I hope it's nothing more than that.
Very, very clearly in discomfort as he's being taken to the sideline. And in the meantime, Anthony Parker Sr. is going to have to go to a backup quarterback for at least this play. It is a 1st down because Jones did get past the line to gain.
Exerted a lot of energy out here tonight. So we got a new quarterback in tonight, right now.
Looks like it could be one of the running backs taking a direct snap. 3 men are in the backfield. Looks like Bird, Perkins, and Roberts. Bird is the man in the middle. Looks like he's in position to take the direct snap. Back at his 40. And a bobbled snap. Bird does all he can just to keep the ball, running to his right side, and actually gets a positive gain out of that. So near disaster actually turns into about a 3-yard gain for Devin Bird on the direct snap keeper.
He didn't panic.
Almost a perfect opportunity for number 57, Nick Vincent, but good awareness from Bird to evade him.
Yeah, he said, Vincent, you're fast, but I'm faster.
So a positive gain brings up 2nd down, and they'll rule it 7 from around the 48-yard line.
And Bryson Jones still getting taken care of on the sideline.
And I think Anthony Parker Sr. may have to call his final timeout. And that's exactly what's happening with 3:18 to go in the second quarter. 34-12 is your score. Stebbins with the lead, but West Carrollton with the ball, trying to get a touchdown to go back into the half with some confidence, because we should mention also West Carrollton took the opening kick of the game. So Stebbins is going to get the ball to start the second half. How important is that, the fact that West Carrollton gets a touchdown here?
It's very important because you haven't stopped them at all in the first half thus far. And you want to put some points on the board. because you don't want to give them a chance to have a make it, take it. They scored last possession at a quarter, didn't score coming out of halftime.
Well, coming up at halftime, be sure to tune in for our halftime report presented by Wright and Schulte. We'll have an interview with members of the Stebbins and West Carrollton communities, and also our series Off the Turf with Tay. She had a chance to spend the day in West Carrollton, get to know the various businesses of southern Montgomery County, and that's all coming up on the Wright and Schulte halftime report. We'll also have our Jeff Schmidt Scholar Athletes of the Week, as named for both Stebbins and West Carrollton. On 2nd and 8, a handoff to Roberts. Quickly past midfield. That's going to be a gain of close to 4. Brings up another 3rd down and 4. And I do see good news. Bryson Bauer-Jones is off the trainer's table.
It looks like he's trying to get back in the game. He's over there talking to the coaches. He just went back in.
Roberts forced out of bounds at the 48-yard line, so it brings up 3rd down and 3 for the Pirates. And yes, Bauer-Jones is back in the game, so glad to see. You thought it was just a cramp?
Yes, I thought it was.
Yep.
Get some fluids in him and stretch.
Still
Here comes a lot of pressure on him.
Still a long way to go.
They got about 3 guys coming to blitz. They're showing blitz. Are they going to come at it or just bluff it?
Last 3rd down, Jones had the keeper for a gain, first down on his own. This time it's going to be Devin Bird. Past the 40, quickly around one man, still on his feet inside the 30 to about the 25-yard line. Devin Bird on 3rd and 3. He gains better of 20 yards, and that's a West Carrollton first down presented by Bathmasters.
Excellent run there by Devin Bird. Bryson Jones, you know, he still don't have his sea legs totally about him, so somebody else need to step up, and there it is. You know, Devin Brown.
Yeah, Bird doing a good job just getting to the outside and then cutting back inside to get some even more yards on that to help the West Carrollton offense. I've been
impressed by both teams' running backs. When they get their shoulder square, you know, that's how you teach it. You run downhill, make people miss, and run over them around them.
So first down just outside the red zone. This is
Bird again.
Bird again inside the 15-yard line. Going to be close to a first down as it is. West Carrollton has entered the Donato's delivery zone. Donato's Pizza, a great pickup, great call for after the game. Order online for pickup or delivery at donatos.com. Every piece is important. And upon further deliberation, the officials have ruled it a first down as well around the 12-yard line. So that's another first down presented by Bathmasters.
You know, I love the camouflage jerseys. But from the booth looking down, it is really hard to see the number. It's camouflaged.
Yeah.
Into the jersey. You know, see that number? What is that number?
Thank goodness for binoculars.
Yes. So you're not supposed to see the numbers that good. That's why they call them camouflage.
Well, this is Jones on the QB keeper. Up to about the 10-yard line. He's going to dive forward to about the 8. Get a couple more yards out of that as we're now inside 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Yeah, they don't have... No, they still got a timeout. No, they don't have any more timeouts, so they got to pick up the pace.
A little more urgency requested of the Pirates.
Get that play in from the sideline.
Stebbins has just the one left themselves.
Or maybe Stebbins will call timeout for him, help him out. What do you think? I don't think they're going to do that. They're going to say, no, you're on your own. So you got to get that play call, get in and out of the huddle.
Official gain of 3 on the play to the 9, so it's 2nd down and 7. West Carrollton can get another first down at the 2. And once again, Jones from a shotgun. Roberts on his left, Kenyon Perkins on his right, but Jones wants to throw. He's going to be hit from behind and going to be taken down for a sack.
Now they got to play real fast.
Back at the 15-yard line, that was number 69 was first to make contact.
Yeah, the clock
Stebbins.
is still running. You got to unravel and get your play called. We got injury?
Unless there is an injury or Stebbins opting to call their final timeout. No, there is a player.
Injury on the player. It might be Bryson Jones. I'm not sure.
You see the time that Jones had to throw initially. It quickly went away. So the clock is stopped while the injured player has been tended to. That's one thing. And we are getting words. But we certainly hope it's not long term. And we already saw Bryson Jones have to walk off the field. He's been able to return once, and it looks like just another cramp. So that's what it was.
Yeah, I was a little surprised that he came back so soon from a cramp.
Yeah.
You know, it's that you get some fluids in there, but you got to, you know, you can stretch it. That's only, you know, I told you, still moving kind of gingerly.
Well, once again, coming up in just a few moments on our halftime report, as you mentioned, Tej Joshi will be interviewing members of both the Stebbins and West Carrollton communities, a chance to get to know more about both the Indians and the Pirates, and we'll also have our latest edition of our series Off the Turf with Tej, where he had a chance to check out. Today it was West Carrollton. Next week it will be Camden and Gratis and the various communities that have students attend Preble Shawnee High School.
That's a good segment that Tej does.
Yes.
Get to see the neighborhood.
Brand new that we started this year. We've had a chance to highlight the communities of Eaton. We went to Jamestown. We saw the more rural parts of northwestern Clark County when we were at Northwestern Week 3. He was at Trotwood, and last week New Madison.
I should have stopped and got me some ice cream in New Madison. I saw the rest of the dairy police coming in.
Exactly.
And I said, maybe after the game. And after the game, it was a little too late.
Yeah.
Just
a little too late. Yep. Well, it is Bryson Jones who is up and walking gingerly back to the sideline.
Yeah, he may be done till halftime, till the third quarter. They can get those cramps under control. Hopefully, they've had time. Hopefully, they got 2 plays called.
47 seconds to go in the second quarter. The sack not taking West Carrollton out of the red zone, but they are all the way back to the Stebbins 15-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 13.
Yeah, Connor Ingram's got one-on-one over here in the bottom right. I don't think about throwing him a fade. I'll look right at him, and that's where they're going with the ball.
And the pass looked like got batted short. It was Craig Fisher who is in at quarterback, number 31.
I would say let's run it again. They're going to single him up. You got to give Ingram a chance to make a play. He got batted down the line of scrimmage.
Yep. There was the tip.
Had the right hands up on defense.
Had the right idea, looking for a man on the corner.
And Jesse Gentry got his hand on it. We go 4th down.
Looking toward the end zone, and that pass incomplete, beyond the reach of, looks like Kylan Ingram was the intended receiver, but Fisher's pass just beyond his reach. So Stebbins will take over with a turnover on downs with 33 seconds left in the second quarter.
Yes, I mean, that's having to get the backup quarterback in. Him and Kylan Ingram just wasn't on the same page just yet, how he was going to run that play.
So Stebbins,
33 seconds is an eternity for this Stebbins offense. They've been able to score from anywhere on the field.
And not take a lot of time doing so. And also, should be mentioned, Stebbins will be getting the second half kickoff because West Carrollton took the opening kickoff.
Yeah, they're in spread formation. I don't think they're thinking about even taking a knee at all. They're trying to put some more points on the board for the half. I can't blame them. But West Carrollton isn't, they're playing deep. They're playing zone coverage.
Again, no play clock. It's all being kept manually by the officials on the field.
Their safety is like 40, 30 yards off deep. They're not going to get beat deep.
McCormick going for a deep pass.
Yeah.
Nearly threw an interception. That was very much into traffic. There were multiple Pirates defenders in the coverage.
I'm looking at the West Carrollton defensive coaches. They're telling them back up. And they're like, no farther than that. Back up. Nobody gets behind you.
That pass intended for Trey Newton, but again, I saw at least 3 different camouflage jerseys for West Carrollton on coverage of that play.
I mean, the safety's 25 yards deep and backpedaling, so they're not giving up any big plays by choice.
This is a handoff off the left side. This is McConnell quickly out to the 40, still on his feet inside the 50-yard line, moving inside West Carrollton territory. Andre McConnell on the carry.
Yeah, the clock stops on the 1st down in high school, and they're going to use their last time out.
That is a Stebbins 1st down presented by Bathmasters, and official marking is the Pirate 45-yard line. And yes,
that was a smart call by Stebbins. They seen that West Carrollton wasn't going to let them throw it over the top, so you're going to be taking the deep passway. We just run it down there. They just hand it off to the running back, and Which side they go to? The left side.
Exactly. Well, after McCormick rolled to his right and threw that risky pass into traffic, but here's another look at the run by McConnell.
I know they would have loved for him to get out of bounds here to save that timeout.
Key
He
tackle.
said, I'm trying to score.
Key tackle made by number 24, Christian Barnes. That pretty much prevented the touchdown.
Yeah, but he was 35 yards deep.
Exactly.
That was a good call by the defensive coaches. They get deep. Nobody gets behind you. So he didn't have to worry about running an angle.
"20 seconds to go. Neither team with timeouts remaining. As it looks like the rain has arrived, seeing a lot of folks below us here on the West Carrollton stands reaching for umbrellas and jackets.
My high school coach, Tom Montgomery at Dayton Roth High School, said it doesn't rain on the football field.
That's true.
It only rains in the stands and on the sidelines, never on the football field.
But maybe the rain, something to blame for this pass beyond the reach of Dino Johnson. That will bring up 2nd down and 10. Only took 5 seconds off the clock, so 15 seconds to go.
Nice to crack my son up. I said, son, it doesn't rain on the football field.
Only in the
lightning's
stands.
On the football field.
that is a real thing to worry about.
It may be a little thunder on the football field, but it doesn't rain. He still gets a kick out of it. My grandson's going to hear that same message when he gets older. He's only 6 months old now. But by the time he's 6, he's going to hear it doesn't rain on the football field.
This is McConnell with plenty of space and blockers to boot, staying on his feet inside the 30 and forced out of bounds around the 26-yard line.
There's a flag on the field.
Gain of 19, flag pending. Well, that negate was what would otherwise be another very productive
personal foul,
run.
Unnecessary roughness. Offense number 73 for blocking a player completely out of the play. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 2nd down.
So that foul had to have occurred before McConnell crossed the line to gain.
Well, he blocking him off the field.
And after McConnell had already passed him, it was already a situation of if they were going to stop McConnell, it would have had to have been from behind.
Yeah, if anything, that's borderline maybe unsportsmanlike conduct.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can understand the West Carrollton player being upset on the sideline.
So 2nd down and 20 from the Stebbins 45-yard line. This is a lateral pass out to the right side. This is number 10, Dustin Hickman on the reception. And he's quickly inside the 35, still on his feet. And no, that's actually McConnell cutting back inside. And Andre McConnell with a 55-yard touchdown.
As time expires, no flags on the field.
That touchdown presented by Donato's, and it is a 40-12 ball game in favor of the Indians. So it looked like a lateral pass, and McConnell just had room, and he's a lot of great blockers this drive.
He gets his shoulder square. Hard to get on the ground.
So we'll have a PAT. We will have the PAT to close the first half before we officially commence halftime.
They missed the last extra point.
They did.
High snap.
But Daniel Torres now
good
5
hold,
of 6. As Stebbins with a 41-12 lead. They started well with a 47-yard punt return in the opening minute. And on the final play from scrimmage of the first half, this run, because it was a lateral pass, Andre McConnell, 55 yards, able to outrun defenders, get a couple of blocks, and stay on his feet for a Stebbins touchdown.
That's a nice play design. You get the ball to your playmakers in space. That's what you expect, big plays, and McConnell gave it to him.
Well, in a moment, we will go down to the field with Tage Joshi once as soon as he can locate Stebbins head coach Greg Bonifay. And in the meantime, we will go down to the sideline. Here's Tage with Stebbins head coach. Tage with head coach Greg Bonifay.
Coach, a big first half for you guys. A lot of points on the board. What was the key to coming out swinging at the beginning of this game?
We told them all week, come out and do what you've been coached to do, and we struggled a little bit at the beginning of the game to get things going, but, you know, they picked it up and started playing pretty hard.
What's your key to the second half to continuing the success?
We want to control the football. You know, hopefully we can come out and work our run game some and you know, all that.
Coach, I will let you get into the locker room and chat with your guys. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Of
course.
All right, thank you, Tage. Halftime report is next. 41-12. Stebbins leads West Carrollton on Week 6 of Lee's Thursday Night Lights.
The score is 41-12 at halftime. Stebbins leads. It is Week 6 of our TNL series, and welcome into our halftime show where we chat with community leaders from both schools. Now chatting with home administrators here at West Carrollton. I want to introduce some of our good friends here. Principal David White and, of course, our good friend Penny Stanley joining us here as well. Just want to say thank you for having us here, and start by telling me a little bit more about your school district. Why is this a place that you guys are so proud to call home?
Well, I think we've been working on school pride a lot, and we base it on achievement, and we focus on the classroom. So one of the things that I talk to the staff about, we talk to the kids about, is constantly getting better in that classroom. Teachers getting better teaching, kids getting better learning. So, you know, like last week we played Sydney, and I explained to the kids, they had a 2.5 stars on their high school report card. We had 3.5. So we're winning in the classroom. We may not be winning on the field, but we're winning in the classroom.
Winning in the classroom is certainly important to you. Of course, football is what all eyes are on tonight, but I want to make sure we highlight other athletics, other school sports. Can you shed a light on any other school sports you're really proud of that we should be talking about here at West Carrollton?
We're proud of all of our sports here at West Carrollton.
Talk to me a little bit more about who you guys are as a school district. What is the most important thing that is who you guys are as a district? What is your core?
Our core is achievement. Our core is constantly working to get better in that classroom, getting the GPAs up, getting our test scores up, and always looking at our state report card to see that we're measuring ourselves against everybody else, and we're competing with those top schools.
We appreciate both of you taking time to chat with us. Again, congratulations on all the good report cards you've seen recently. And of course, like you said, all athletics are very important. We appreciate you both. Our halftime show continues with more administrator interviews. That's after the break. That continues right after this.
The halftime report is sponsored by Wright & Schulte.
The score is 41-12 at halftime. Stebbins is leading. It's Week 6 of our Thursday Night Lights series, and we're continuing our Wright & Schulte halftime show by chatting with administrators from both schools, now chatting with the principal and, of course, our athletic director here from the team over at Stebbins. We appreciate you both taking time for chatting with us during tonight's game. First of all, I want to start with you, my good friend Tina. Tell us more about who you guys are as a Stebbins community. What is the core of your school?
We are full of great administrators, I can say that. We're full of great staff members and students. We have a lot of opportunities for our students to excel through CCP programs and through our 10 Career Tech programs. We are all about giving them a lot of diverse opportunities so that they can enter to learn, go forth to serve.
Of course, lots of doing great work there. And you mentioned those career readiness and, of course, career tech programs. I've covered those in detail before. You guys do a great job with those. Want to make sure we highlight athletics overall. Football is doing well tonight. Let's talk about all the other athletics you guys have at the school. What else should we be paying attention to?
Well, we enjoy all of our sports at Stebbins, and we compete in 22 different sports. So we just finished the golf season. We have one district qualifier, which we're really proud of. And we also are winding down the fall season, and we look forward to the winter and then the spring. Before
we know it, it'll be football season again. You guys got a lot of great sports there, and we're proud, of course, of the academics and all those career readiness programs you guys are doing as well. We appreciate both of you taking the time to chat with us. Our halftime show continues right after this commercial break. The score is 41-12 at halftime. It is Week 6 of Thursday Night Lights. Here as West Carrollton is hosting Stebbins. Want to chat with our good friend Cameron Langer from the team at Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, our lead sponsor of our entire broadcast tonight. Cameron, it is a big pleasure that we have you here and your whole team helping us put this show together. Tell me more about why you and your team like supporting high school athletics.
Absolutely. I mean, these kids work so hard, and we're happy to, put a spotlight on them every Thursday night.
We love that, of course. Want to give you a chance here to shout out who you guys are at Least Famous Recipe Chicken. Any particular items you want to make sure everybody at home knows you guys have right now?
Absolutely. Just in time for football season, we got the spicy wings as well as the Buckeye box. Compliments of Keith Byars up in the booth.
Of course, my friend Cameron, a great pleasure to hang out with you as always. Thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you, Tej.
Of course, as he said, it's a great pleasure to highlight athletics and academics, and that's exactly what we're doing now with a check-in on our scholar athletes.
Throughout the 2024 season, the Jeff Schmidt Auto Group will recognize an exceptional senior student scholar athlete from each participating school. Here are this week's Jeff Schmidt Auto Group scholar athletes.
From West Carrollton, Emma Lemons. Emma has a 4.5 GPA and is a member of the National Honor Society. She's ranked second in her class at West Carrollton and will earn an honors diploma with college credit. Emma is a member of the varsity cheer team for football and basketball and competitive cheer. She's also a member of the track and field team and has earned 10 varsity letters for cheer, track and field, and softball. Emma also volunteers as a coach at multiple West Carrollton cheerleading camps and clinics and is a student mentor for elementary school students. For the National Honor Society, she has volunteered at the Father-Daughter Dance and the NHS Community Christmas Party. From Stebbins, David Page. David is the student body president and has a 3.792 GPA. He's a member of the varsity football and bowling teams and participates in orchestra. His instrument of choice is the viola. David has volunteered for several organizations around the Miami Valley, including the Dayton Air Show and the Dayton Greek Festival, and he participates in Project Share for the city of Riverside. He's also a member of the National Honor Society, joining during his senior year. When asked why he is a student body president, he says he hopes to be a voice for his peers.
The Jeff Schmidt Auto Group is proud to sponsor the Scholar Athlete Award, featured on Thursday Night Lights. We are honored to recognize these scholar athletes from all over the Miami Valley for their outstanding academic and athletic achievements.
I'm attorney Michael Allwright. I'm proud to be a sponsor of Thursday Night Lights again this year. I'm happy to take part in such a great community event. It is an honor to support this sponsorship, bringing families, communities, and people together to celebrate the sportsmanship of all athletes. Let's all celebrate together, and remember, if you've been injured in an accident, make the right choice.
The best Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals highlights from across the country.
Day to throw. He's going to hurl it deep downfield, and that ball is hauled in. What a catch by Javian Robinson.
Cam Wade with a cut inside the 40. Wade down the sideline. Wade is gone. Cam Wade, this one from 57 yards.
To evade the rush, throws it, end zone jump ball. What a catch! Touchdown! Sam Donovan climbs the ladder and comes down with it.
That was a little bit errant. It's one-on-one. He's got him.
Got him again.
He went up and caught it. What a catch.
Great catch.
Get a number on that man. Is that 19? That sophomore. Strike up the Fairfield Central folk song to Aquarius Shannon. 6'1", 180. A 10th grader, folks.
Guy. He's a power lifter guy. A lot of their offense, and one block kick deserves another, right? Still loose. Alamo Heights has it, but still not out of bounds. We can get a couple of points here. Another pitch, and they've got room. Miracle on the Mississippi. You got to be kidding. It's Max Bacon.
TNL halftime show. It is time for TNL Off the Turf, where I spend the day in West Carrollton exploring this community. Week 6 of our Thursday Night Lights series brought our team to West Carrollton, a city just outside of Dayton and a city that's truly a core part of the Miami Valley. One of the top restaurants in West Carrollton and really our entire region is El Maison. This is a pan-Hispanic restaurant serving Latin-style food from a variety of different cultures. This beautiful restaurant is known for its fun and bright decor, relaxing patio, and the staff's positive demeanor.
When you walk into El Maison, you're going to be transported to a warm, tropical, Latin environment that serves food. So when you come in, you should be smiling. And when you leave, you should be dancing. We know that we're multicultural already in the community, so we will always want to have something a little unique, but something that everyone will be able to select from.
Bill from the El Maison team made some amazing empanadas for our team. He made both a very popular chicken empanada and also a traditional seafood empanada that is actually cooked with plantains. Let's check out another great community spot, a place where I love to spend time in West Carrollton. That is Miami Valley Sands, a great place for both indoor and outdoor sand volleyball. This place is relatively new to West Carrollton and it brings a ton of folks from outside the immediate community into the area. And most importantly, this is a place that is building community, making friendships, and even supporting the local economy.
And we're just one big community. We all know each other. We go to different tournaments and do all this. And now we've been bringing in a lot more of the local people, things that are starting to play. It took a while. It took 2-3 years to start bringing them in.
That was Mark, the charismatic general manager of Miami Valley Sands. I hit the ball back and forth with him a little as he continued to tell me about the impact of MVS on West Carrollton.
Volleyball in Ohio is really a popular sport. And I've had people, people in the community and stuff going, we've never seen so many volleyball players. I'm like, it's a big deal.
Another go-to spot in the West Carrollton area is Cox Arboretum, just a mile or so from the high school. This beautiful green space is an awesome destination for walking, picnicking, and more. One of my favorite parts of this entire park is this tall tower, and yes, I climbed to the top to take in the view. From the top of the tower, you get a beautiful view of the park and a gorgeous look at fall colors this time of year. The oranges, the yellows, the beautiful trees. Just a great place to relax right here in the Miami Valley. Overall, there was a lot of fun to be had in West Carrollton.
The Halftime Report has been sponsored by Wright & Schulte.
Welcome back to Week 6 of Lee's Thursday Night Lights, presented by Cincinnati Area Toyota Dealer. There you see the Stebbins Indians completing their end of halftime warm-ups, and they have a 41-12 lead on the West Carrollton Pirates here at DOC Stadium. We're going to start with our first half highlights. West Carrollton won a 3-and-out, and the ensuing punt was returned 47 yards by Dino Johnson for the opening touchdown of the game. So Stebbins able to set the tone positively on their side, but then West Carrollton wasting little time going down the field. Bryson Bauer-Jones, the key man on this drive, and the Pirates were able to score with a touchdown, although the extra point was no good, Keith Byars.
Yeah, I mean, they really needed that extra point to get them some momentum to get the game tied. But, Stebbins bounces right back with another big play. That was seemed to be the theme, all half. Big plays from both teams early in the first quarter.
Yeah. It should be mentioned both teams were making plays. It was 14-12 at that point off a run from Kenyon Perkins. But then this interception.
That's a mistake.
Late in the first quarter, that was the catalyst, with Stebbins already up 21-12, and they were able to capitalize with a touchdown early in the second quarter. Devin McCormick has had quite a few touchdown passes throughout the night, and that has contributed greatly to this 41-12 lead.
I mean, they had downfield blocking. Here's a lateral at the end of the half, and just trying to get him down. They have no more timeouts. All West Carrollton has to do is, make a tackle. And, they don't get any points on the board right for the half, but he scored as time expired, and here we are about to start the second half.
And we are back here live at DOC Stadium. West Carrollton took the opening kickoff, so this kickoff presented by Carroll Wirtz Tire Company is going to go to Stebbins. It's going to be Craig Fisher sending it away from the 40-yard line, going to go for a long kick. Haven't seen a lot of those throughout the course of the evening.
That's
but the
a free football.
It's bouncing. It was definitely free and available, but Dino Johnson eventually corrals it in for Stebbins. But less than ideal starting field position for the Indians back at their 20 instead of they were probably hoping to be a little bit further downfield.
Yes, they were. I mean, that was a good kickoff, by West Carrollton. But now, here we are to start the third quarter. They haven't stopped them one time, in the first half, West Carrollton. They need to. They want to get back in this ball game.
Exactly.
I mean, every time that Stebbins had the ball in the first half, whether it was a punt return or an offensive drive, it ended in touchdowns, not field goals, ended in touchdowns.
Stebbins, 5 drives. They've all ended in touchdowns, and the 6th touchdown, as Keith mentioned, was the punt return, 47 yards to open the scoring from Dino Johnson, the opening minute of the game. Closed captioning, by the way, tonight, sponsored by Thrush & Sons. As Stebbins will take over from their own 20. This is Devin McCormick going with the draw play, and this is running to the right side, good for a gain of about 6 yards, keeping the ball in a positive gain. That's, again, Andre McConnell. He's had another big gain after some key positive contributions right there at the end of the first half.
Yes, he did. I mean, he finished the first half on a high note. We got a little water on the field now. I don't know if it's showing up now, but it's raining.
The rain.
And that may take some of the air out of the ball. So when you do throw the ball, you got to concentrate that a little bit more. So the football is wet.
And again, they're keeping it on the ground. This is McConnell to the left side. It's going to be another positive gain. Should be good for a Stebbins first down, out past the 40-yard line to about the 42. So 2 plays, 2 carries for McConnell. And that's a Indian first down presented by Arby's.
A little fun fact, West Carrollton didn't have school today. So it was a big night. So they had time to get dressed up and, get ready for the USA theme.
Exactly.
So
with the
West Carrollton fans and student body, are fired up. They're still here.
They're still trying to find positives, keep a positive attitude. And they did have plays in the first quarter. It's just a matter of Stebbins has just been able to make him drive after drive after drive on a more consistent basis.
Yes, they have. I mean, they've been able to run the ball. We load up to stop the run. They throw it over the top.
And this
That's
play,
a good defensive stop.
This
right
play
there.
will help the Pirate defensive effort. McConnell met for little or no gain. Actually, it looked like maybe Dustin Hickman took the carry, number 10. But that's a good stop by the Pirate defensive front.
That's something they haven't had a lot today, 2nd and long and 3rd and long.
Yep. 41-12 the score. Again, if we do get to a 30-point gap, then the running clock rule goes into effect. We have not had that situation yet this year on Thursday Night Lights, but if Stebbins gets a touchdown on this drive, then that rule will go into effect. As Hickman on 2nd down, quickly across the 45 to about the 47.
Well, we haven't had it yet, and I'm hoping we don't get it tonight either.
Yep.
And if they do go up 30, as soon as it goes less than 30, West Carrollton scores, then the clock go back to normal.
And we actually did have that situation last year, Fenwick at Chaminade-Julienne. The Eagles got out to a 30-point lead to prompt the running clock, but then the Fenwick Falcons on their very next drive, they go downfield, score a touchdown, bring the deficit back to 29. It ended up being a 49-20 final score.
Yep, I remember that.
And of course, the Eagles right now, they have GCL play to look forward to starting tomorrow night. They've got McNicholas and another good game as well at the GCL Alter and Carroll. Meanwhile, 3rd down, this screen pass to Dino Johnson complete, and that's going to be a loss on the play back to about the 42-yard line. So 4th down and 10, first 4th down that Stebbins has faced tonight.
There was a gang of camouflage jerseys around the ball. They sniffed that one out. Looks like we're seeing the punt team come on the field for the first time for Stebbins.
We've seen only one punt all game so far, and that punt was returned 47 yards for a touchdown. So who knows? We might see another punt return for a touchdown here.
Who knows?
Trey Newton will take the punt for the Indians.
Something. 2 punts, 2 punt returns for a touchdown.
The one man back deep for West Carrollton is number 13, Josh Benson. Bit of a high snap, but handled cleanly by Newton. It's going to be bouncing inside the 20. Stebbins will let it roll to about the 15-yard line.
That's a nice punt. Inside, pin the offense inside the 20. Nice.
So West Carrollton forces not a 3 and out. Stebbins did get a first down, but how important is it, you mentioned, for West Carrollton to finally get that first stop of the night, prevent Stebbins from finding the end zone?
You're looking for something to build some momentum off of.
Yeah.
You know, you see how Stebbins closed the first half, and they think they're going to, get 2 scores in a row and get the ball to start the third quarter. Didn't happen.
Well, if you're following the game tonight on X, formerly known as Twitter, be sure to use the handle @Dayton247 now. Be sure to interact with us, whether you're watching the game here and streaming on your phone. That is done. Football, basketball, baseball. It's one thing to be at the stadium and then also watch the stream of it. That has happened before. Or if you're watching from wherever you are watching tonight, whether it's in the Miami Valley or elsewhere in the country or elsewhere around the world, be sure to use the handle @Dayton247 now on the social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter. Here's West Carrollton's first play of the second half. It's going to result in a positive gain of about 2 yards and carry up the right side. Ryan Roberts with the carry.
It was Bryson Jones still in there, quarterback. Guess he had a little time at halftime to get some fluids in his body.
Exactly. He had some cramp issues, it looked like, especially in the later minutes of the second quarter.
I'll tell you, cramping does not feel good.
No, it doesn't. It's not serious, thankfully.
A few times.
It's not. Thankfully, it's not serious, but it is painful.
I remember my sophomore year at Ohio State. We were at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It was 130 on the field temperature.
130 degrees.
130.
On second down, here's a handoff up the middle. Looked like maybe Bird on that carry. Should be third down and short upcoming.
So we're right before the half, and I'm going over the plays because we're about to do 2-minute drill.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there. We had the chalkboard back in those days.
Yep.
And no sooner he finished, I stood up and fell right down. I just cramped. They rushed me into the locker room, and I had 2 IVs and 1 in each arm. I had to miss the first series of the third quarter, but then I came back and finished playing the game, and we beat Oklahoma that afternoon also. Only the 4 times in Ohio State as Oklahoma has ever played, and
exactly.
I was part of one of those victories.
I believe the all-time series is 2-2 because
I have one of the 2s.
Yep, Oklahoma did win at Ohio Stadium twice, and funny how that works. I think all 4 games in that series have been decided by the visiting team because Ohio State won in Norman in 2016, and then Baker Mayfield and company got revenge the next year.
The first time was 1977. Huey Von Schaman
kicked
the last-second field goal against Ohio State in Ohio Stadium, and then 1983, we went to Oklahoma and made Marcus Dupree quit. He was a sophomore, I was a sophomore, and he was like, we had the best sophomore in the country.
Yep.
And Bruce said, we got a pretty good sophomore too.
Well, in the meantime,
so I had a pretty good game.
In the meantime, West Carrollton has picked up a first down presented by Arby's, so their first down of the half. It comes with 6:03 and counting coming up on 6:05 and counting rather in the third quarter.
Too many people on the field at a waste of time out. West Carrollton had like 12 people on the field.
So timeout taken by the Pirates. We'll take it with them. West Carrollton with the ball, but trailing by 29 on Thursday Night Lights. Live look at the King's Furniture and Mattress best seat in the house. The fans who have stayed are definitely weathering the elements. It did start raining close to the end of the second quarter here in West Carrollton, and not one of those.
It rains in the stands, not in the field.
Exactly, yeah.
Only in the stands.
And it hasn't been a heavy downpour, but it's one of those that it's annoying enough. It's present enough that you do need to make adjustments, bring out the umbrella, put on the rain jacket. As a first down carry, bet for very little or no gain. That's going to be Hayden King on the stop for Stebbins. Ryan Roberts had the carry for West Carrollton.
Yeah, Ryan's had some nice runs here tonight.
Does have a touchdown.
He couldn't get his shoulder squared to the line of scrimmage that time.
Officially, they mark it as a gain of 1, so second and a short 9 upcoming. Ball spotted about the 26-yard line. Again, glad you could join us for week 6 of Lee's Thursday Night Lights. Again, 4 more games to come in this 2024 regular season. Second down, Jones pass complete to Kylan Ingram, and he's able to reverse field. And he's going to be close to another first down. They'll mark him maybe a half-yard short. It will still be 3rd and short nonetheless.
You see him get the ball. That one guy's not going to get him. It takes 2 or 3 to get him on the ground. So like I said, 3 people there.
It ultimately fell to number 25, Victor Jett III, making the stop for the Indians.
Yeah, this program that West Carrollton had is young. They're still up and coming, but they got some playmakers.
They have.
They got some speed on that offense.
And a second-year head coach, Anthony Parker Sr. It's all about, getting the pride and putting in positive habits. And this strength will indeed.
It's going to be close to a first down.
That should be the line to gain with the 35.
Yeah, the referee's moving the chains. That's effort right there.
Kenyon Perkins on the first down carry. He only needed
put some time in the weight room.
So that is a West Carrollton first down presented by Arby's. It comes with just over 4 minutes to go in the third quarter.
We call that BYOB, be your own blocker.
Exactly.
He was that time.
Well, Stebbins has had a couple of those plays work to their advantage. This play, it worked in West Carrollton's favor. First drive of the second half for the Pirates, after they were able to force a Stebbins punt. First time they've been able to do so on defense. And this is Perkins again up the middle. But he's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to be another stop for number 25, Victor Jett.
Stebbins got a big lead here. They've been able to play a lot of different, I'm seeing a lot of new faces out there.
Exactly.
So you got a lot of bodies out there getting to play for the first time.
Again, Stebbins coming into this game with confidence after stopping their 3-game skid last week with a win over Fairborn, and now, assuming they hold on to this lead, they'll move to 3-3, give themselves more confidence ahead of a Week 7 trip to Greenville. Both teams are going to be on the road next Friday, Week 7, to start October. This pass, a short screen. It's going to be caught for a positive gain just past the 40-yard line. It looked to me like he was originally trying to thread the needle, Jones was, to Josh Walker. Instead, it was Devin Bird in motion on the reception for a gain of about 3.
Yeah, I see Billy Trent just took a knee for Stebbins, defensive player, linebacker.
And while he talks with some of the trainers, we'll take a timeout too. West Carrollton on the move on Thursday Night Lights. Coming up in less than an hour on Fox 45, it's Chief Meteorologist Natalie Walters, and also tonight in for Natalie will actually be meteorologist Timothy Boyd. You will have the latest forecast for the Miami Valley and quite a bit of weather activity to be tracking over the next few hours as the Miami Valley region starts to see remnants of Hurricane Helene. It's making its way inwards from when it made contact with the land on the East Coast and now is slowly moving up to Ohio, so we can expect to see quite a bit of rain over the next few days. As on third down, this pass is complete, and it should be enough for another West Carrollton first down presented by Bathmasters. And indeed, they will move the chains to the 49-yard line.
That was a good play design there. To get he fakes it and turns around and tosses it right back to him. Get that ball to Bird in space.
Correction, the first down was presented by Arby's. We're still in the third quarter, just over 2 minutes to go. Looked like that pass was a little bit behind him, but good adjustment by the receiver.
Right, he did. West Carrollton has some playmakers on offense.
They have. Jones waiting patiently with the man in the backfield. Now one man in motion. It's Kenyon Perkins. He's going to take the handoff, rolling to his left. Quickly across midfield, now inside the 45 and going to be dragged down inside the 40-yard line. That's good for another Pirate first down presented by Arby's. It will set them up at the Stebbins 38-yard line.
Yeah, he got some good point of attack blocking. And again, you see their shoulders squares, those ball carriers. Got to wrap that ball up a little bit more. I say a little too much football. Keep that ball high and tight. And they're trying to strip it out of there.
Again, Stebbins already has one turnover on the interception by Dino Johnson back in the first quarter. But West Carrollton now inside the 40. Both times they've gotten past midfield, they have converted that status into touchdowns. In the both those scores coming in the first quarter. Jones under pressure, fires, and that pass nearly intercepted. It fell kindly for Marcel Jefferson, who couldn't hang on to the football.
Marcel couldn't. It surprised him. He said, "Oh, I'm that wide open. He's throwing the ball to me." Yeah, he beat the receiver to the ball.
Yeah, Josh Benson, the intended receiver, but Jefferson literally stepped in front of the Pirate receiver. Stops the clock with 54 seconds.
He can't believe I dropped it. And on Thursday Night Lights, too.
Almost the second interception of the night for the Stebbins defense. As it stands, 2nd and 10.
Back to the power I formation. That's how they started the game out in this formation.
And this is Roberts up the middle, trying to maneuver in a way that he's tackled but falling forward, and he is going to gain maybe 3 yards, but still will bring up third down for the Pirates.
Well, they're in 4-down territory anyway. So you got it's 3rd and long, but you got 2 downs to pick up 8 yards.
Exactly. Under 30 seconds now. Again, play clock being kept on the field. It's been that way for some time now.
Yeah, I'm impressed with Bryson Jones. All the cramping he did in the first half to gut it back out, come out here and start this second half.
And this has been a productive drive so far for West Carrollton. Can they turn it into points? This pass is intercepted by Deshaun Cunningham. He's quickly bringing it back across the 40. Now the two men have an angle.
A one-hander.
It was Bryson Bauer-Jones who made the contact to slow down Cunningham, and that allowed another West Carrollton player to make the tackle, prevent what otherwise could very easily have been a pick six with 3 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, Marcel Jefferson dropped that first interception a few plays ago.
Yep.
But this time, not so out of Deshaun Cunningham.
And that will bring back the ball to the West Carrollton 43-yard line. That's where Stebbins will set up for their second drive of the second half. It comes with 3 seconds to go in the third quarter. The give to Andre McConnell to the left side. It's going to be a positive gain inside the 40, now inside the 30, and he's going to be forced out of bounds, but not before gaining a Stebbins first down. And the Indians are on the move as the third quarter comes to an end. A 29-point lead for Stebbins on Week 6 of Thursday Night Lights. Welcome back to Lee's Thursday Night Lights. Stebbins had the ball and was driving past midfield, but an offensive penalty at the end of the quarter, moving the ball back, and that also means that the third quarter did not officially end. So this is going to be an untimed down for Stebbins, 2nd and long from their own 47-yard line. It's a give to Andre McConnell. He breaks the tackle all the way back at the 40-yard line, now trying to get back to the 45, and will get close to midfield, back to the 49. And now the official end of the third quarter. It's still going to bring up 2nd down and very long. So after an offensive penalty moving the ball back, now we have officially reached the point where the fourth quarter is underway. Again, Matt Digby, Keith Byars, Tage Joshi, and our crew greeting you from DOC Stadium on West Carrollton on this fall-like evening in southwest Ohio in the Miami Valley region. We've had a couple of days defined by hot weather. Not the case tonight.
Not at all. We got jackets on tonight. How about that?
Yeah,
yours is more so for water.
Exactly. Yep. I have one for. I have one of those pullovers for sweater for warmer weather or colder weather. Hopefully I could go golfing next time.
Yeah, I was going to ask the meteorologist. Am I playing golf tomorrow?
From what they're saying, that's a very good question.
Doesn't look good.
I wouldn't recommend it. Maybe first thing in the morning, but apart from that, I don't know.
I had to get out at dark 30 as soon as the sun comes up and try to sneak it in before
exactly
the rain comes.
The remnants of Hurricane Helene making their presence known here in the Miami Valley.
I lived in Florida for 25 years, and so I had 3 hurricanes in 25 years, so about a little more than every 8 years.
Yep.
And I never stayed. I was like, when's it going to be? Thursday? I'm out.
So here we go, start of the fourth quarter. It's going to be a 2nd and 15 from the 49-yard line for Stebbins. McCormick.
He wants it all.
Looking to his right. Has a man who got a step, but the pass kind of hung up and gave the West Carrollton defender time to get back and knock the ball away cleanly for an incomplete pass that brings up 3rd down. Josh Benson on the coverage for the Pirates.
That's good. He just plays the hands, plays the ball, just break it up. He didn't panic. Good job, Josh Benson.
Third down and 15. Again, this is just the third entire drive of the second half. Stebbins got the ball first after halftime. They got 1 first down, but ultimately had to punt the ball away. West Carrollton drove past the 50, but then that drive ended in an interception.
You know, we had 53 points in the first half and none so far in the second half.
Defense, number 58. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
And that's going to only help Stebbins' cause, move them closer, bring it back to a 3rd down and 10 setup back at the West Carrollton 44-yard line.
Yeah, I like how linemen, they jump offside and they first thing, who, me? It's never me. I got back.
Dino Johnson in motion for the Indians. McCormick.
Screen. There goes the middle screen.
Over to Braden Walters, quickly inside the 35, now the 30, and forced out of bounds close to about the 26-yard line. So on 3rd and 10, that's going to be good for a Stebbins first down presented by Bathmasters. It keeps the drive going as they get closer and closer to adding another touchdown.
I've always loved that middle screen. It's an easy to complete pass. You tell your linemen, just kind of let them go. Don't block them too hard. Easy completion, and you get yards right to field right away. As a defensive player, you're so happy you're getting through the line, but then that alarm has to go off. Hey, this is too easy.
Yeah.
By the time you realize it, the offense is already gone.
From the 26, clock did not restart because the play was forced out of bounds ultimately, and we're still outside the 2-minute warning. And now Stebbins is going to take a timeout, gives us a chance to take a break with them. Stebbins with the ball and a 41-12 lead on Week 6 of Thursday Night Lights. Well, we do have a birthday to mention tonight. It's the guy speaking to you right now. I do have to mention, so I'll give him the King's Furniture and Mattress best seat in the house. Hello to us from. I guess I'll appoint myself the birthday boy.
Happy birthday!
Thank you very much.
Well, how many times around the sun is this for you?
Oh,
you don't want to say?
I won't say, but I was thinking about it. I was going to mention the number. It's not retired by Ohio State.
Okay. It's not retired by Ohio State. Okay.
And this will give it away. A couple of the folks that have worn this number: Carlos Hyde, Raymond Harris. Your senior year, it was Vince Workman.
Ooh.
85.
Yes. Well, I'm looking right at. Ooh, I'm trying to remember Vince Workman's number. I know it's got a 4 on it.
On second down and 3, this is a handoff to McConnell. He's quickly inside the red zone, now cutting back inside, and Andre McConnell into the end zone for a Stebbins touchdown presented by Donato's, and that will make it a 47-12 ball game, and that will mean a running clock unless West Carrollton can respond on their ensuing drive.
You got me thinking over here. 47? Is that Vince Workman's number? I don't recall.
That 47 points is now how many Stebbins has.
Yes. Oh, my. I'm going to kick myself. I should know that. And Vince is a good friend of mine.
Well, and it was just for that 85 season as well. Your junior, your sophomore and junior year, the guy who wore this jersey as the PAT is good. We'll have the answer after the break. 48-12, Stebbins leads on Week 6 of Thursday Night Lights. Welcome back to Week 6 of Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken Thursday Night Lights, presented by Cincinnati Area Toyota Dealers, as the Stebbins Indians have just taken a 36-point lead thanks to a touchdown run by Andre McConnell. So that means this kickoff presented by Carroll Words Tire Company, that means the running clock will be in effect unless West Carrollton can get back to within 30 points of the lead. But we have a flag on the play for an illegal procedure on the kickoff. So they're going to retake the kickoff, and in the meantime, the clock is still running, about coming up on 10:20 and counting to go in the fourth quarter. Here's a look at the official rules. First time we've been in this situation this year, the TNL running clock. It's no different from what we had last year or 2 years ago. If the point differential in the second half is a 30-point or more gap, then it is a running clock. It will revert back to regular timing if the point differential falls below 30 points. So if West Carrollton gets a touchdown and either a PAT or a 2-point conversion, that brings the deficit back under 30 points, and then the clock would revert to regular use.
I like that rule. That's a good rule they have here in the state of Ohio.
We had a couple games go into a running clock effect last year's schedule. We also had one we mentioned in the first half of the Fenwick-Chaminade-Julienne game that CJ scored a touchdown to go up by 30, invoked the running clock, but then Fenwick went right back down the field, scored a touchdown to bring it back to regular timing. I believe it was a 29-point game, the final score when all was said and done.
Trying to figure out the flag before. I think it was targeting.
Illegal helmet contact.
Yes.
Oh my.
Spearing. Number 39 of the kicking team. 15-yard penalty from the end of the return. First down, West Carrollton.
And coaches teach them to see what you hit with his lead with his helmet. You're not seeing what you hit when you got the crown of your helmet down.
There's that fine line.
Yep. It happens here. See that?
And right when the tackle was already in the process of being made as well.
That's where the player safety.
Exactly.
You know, not the guy that's getting speared, it's where the guy that's doing the spearing. You don't want to put your neck and your head in that vulnerable position.
So clock running now under 9:15 to go. West Carrollton will take over at the Stebbins 40-yard line. Great starting field position. That has not been an issue for either team so far tonight.
No.
As a handoff to Kenyon Perkins. He's going to be met for a loss in the backfield. This is
new quarterback in the game.
Elijah Grigsby, a 5'10 sophomore, has taken over the quarterbacking duties for Bryson Jones. And Bryson, he had a good first quarter. We certainly wish him the best the rest of the season.
Yeah, they got a long way. Still got 4 games to go. And it's a good opportunity to get someone else in the game and get them some varsity experience.
Next week, they are on the road at Piqua. They are looking to go for 2 wins in a row over the Piqua Indians. That was a team that the West Carrollton beat here last year for Anthony Parker Sr.'s first win as Pirates head coach. On second down and long, a handoff and inside the 40 as moving inside that 40-yard mark. Setting up a third down and looks like about 6 by my read. There's a look at the TNL Champions Trophy. We are about 8 minutes away from officially handing it out. It will be either Stebbins or can West Carrollton put together a major comeback.
An awful lot.
But we will have the
That's
trophy.
a nice trophy.
We will have the trophy presentation and the superlatives of the game coming up in a few minutes as Grigsby having to scramble back to his own 49 to recover the loose ball. And we have a flag on the play afterwards.
Yeah, he did a good job by the quarterback. Don't make a bad play, worse.
It's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct on Stebbins. They're going to go 15 yards from the end of the...
Well, 15 yards from the end of the run will put them...
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 31. 15-yard penalty from the end of the play. Third down. That is number 31's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game.
I believe that was more verbal than actually physical. It was after the play, and he didn't like how the West Carrollton player was getting off him, and he had a few choice words. Not that I can hear him, but, I read football body language.
So under 6.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, it's a handoff on 3rd down and 5. This should be a first down pickup by Devin Bird, still on his feet inside the 20 and taken down around the 17-yard line.
Another late flag.
So we'll
see a flag.
We'll check on.
Yeah, another helmet-to-helmet play. You got to see what you hit. You don't want to keep leading with that helmet.
Again, clock still running because it's a 36-point difference. And that's the one thing in situations like this.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense, number 39. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
So that will move West Carrollton closer. Again, that's a Pirate first down presented by Bathmasters. And it also means West Carrollton has entered the Donato's delivery zone. Donato's Pizza, a great call for after the game. Order online for pickup or delivery at donatos.com. Every piece is important.
That's a 2-for-1. He hit him with his helmet and grabbed the face mask. Oh, double whammy. I've had my face mask pulled a time or two. I'll tell you, it doesn't feel good.
Yeah. I've not had my face mask pulled, but I can assume it doesn't feel good. This is Ryan Roberts on 1st and goal. Trying to break a tackle, still on his feet.
Ryan Roberts not run out of bounds. He's going to try to run you over.
To the 5, and maybe a little bit inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. Again, confirmation that West Carrollton now in the Donato's delivery zone as they try to get on the board here and get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. That if they do both of those things, that would reset the game clock to normal rules because they'd be inside 30 points.
Yes, they would.
It's their first drive of the game.
This is valuable experience for the backup quarterback.
Elijah Grigsby continuing to get snaps in the shotgun formation, and this is Roberts up the middle, trying to get one last block to push forward into the end zone.
Any sign? Any sign?
I don't see any just yet. They may mark him right at the 1-yard line or maybe the half-yard line.
Yeah.
So Roberts did everything there, just trying to get that one last push.
I like how West Carrollton is still giving effort. Nobody's quitting on their side.
Well, that was the one thing Anthony Parker Sr. told me when I spoke with him yesterday. He said last year was a situation of they were hoping to win. This year they're going into games with expectation of winning.
Right.
It's all about taking those next steps. On third down, this is Roberts somersaulting. Did he cross the plane this time? He does. Touchdown, West Carrollton.
You got to smell that end zone. You got to smell it.
Ryan Roberts, his second touchdown run of the night. And that's a Pirate touchdown presented by Donato's with 3.5 minutes to go.
How about that? That was a way to finish off a run. He's got a hand all wrapped up. He got banged up on it earlier in the first half. But they got two. They're going to go for two now. They're not going to kick the extra point. Just what you said. They're going to try to make it get it under 30. It'll be 48-20 if they get this 2 points, and that'll be go back to the regular time.
Well, Grigsby back in shotgun formation for this 2-point conversion attempt. The fires over the middle, but the pass is caught for a 2-point conversion. Kylan Ingram, and that will stop the clock with 2:59 to go. 48-20 on the completion from Grigsby to Kylan Ingram, his first completion of the day. And that is, again, talking about the small steps for West Carrollton. Even though, the situation not looking great right now for the game, it's another learning curve. As here's another look at the touchdown by Ryan Roberts, his second of the night.
2-point conversion.
Well, be sure to interact with us on Facebook at Dayton 247 now. Whether you're watching the game from here at DOC Stadium, or if you just want to send me a happy birthday message.
Are you going to answer the trivia question?
The trivia question: what number am I today? I'll only say it once. 34.
34.
Yeah.
All right.
That was the number worn by Raymond Harris, Carlos Hyde. Your senior year was Vince Workman at Ohio State. Meanwhile, next week we do want to mention we will be in Preble County as the Preble Shawnee Arrows take on the Tri-County North Panthers. That is a WOAC contest, and it will be right here on MyTV Dayton, channel 22.3 over the air, channel 24 on Spectrum. You can also catch us streaming live on Facebook.com/Dayton247 now. The Arrows currently undefeated on the season. We already had a great WOAC matchup last week with Ansonia and Tri-Village, and now we get to see the other team right now very much in the running for the WOAC regular season title, the Preble Shawnee Arrows out of the Camden Gratis area. So 2:59 to go here in the fourth quarter. This kickoff presented by Carroll Works Tire Company. West Carrollton going with the onside kick. It has not traveled.
Just with 10. But
there it travels the 10 yards, but it does roll out of bounds, so Stebbins will take over with favorable field position. But again, clock resetting back to regular rules for now. I mentioned Vince Workman wore the number that is now my current age, your senior year. Your sophomore and junior year, 83-84, it was Jay Holland.
Jay Holland, wide receiver. Yep, before Jay Holland, Jeff Logan used to wear it. He's the one who replaced Archie Griffin. Yep. After Archie Griffin left, Jeff Logan wore it, number 34.
He took over as RB1. And also, we want to give a shout-out to a gentleman with Miami Valley ties. He wore the number in 2004, Brent Ullery.
Brent Ullery,
current head coach at Centerville.
Wow.
So
I was at Centerville's game last Friday night. I'm going to see him again tomorrow night. I'm going over to watch Centerville and Beaver Creek.
On the road at Beaver Creek. So
I love high school football.
It is a great experience. As here's a run up the right side and falling forward. That's number 16 on the carry for Stebbins. That's Clayton Mason.
Clayton Mason. It looked like McCormick.
Yep. And that is good for a Stebbins first down presented by Bathmaster. So, the trend is, like when people turn 23, they call it their Michael Jordan year. Now, if I go on my year, I have plenty of options to choose from just from an Ohio State standpoint.
You do.
You're talking about, again, Carlos Hyde, Raymond Harris, Vince Workman. That's not even getting into R.I.P. Walter Payton.
Yes.
Yeah, his year.
Herschel Walker, what, 34?
Bo Jackson. So I do have options, at least, for the next couple of years. But it's been fun. It's always fun when you get to spend...
Dead ball. False start. Offense, number 20. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
It's always fun when you get to spend your birthday doing something you enjoy, and I've certainly enjoyed this for now. This is my 3rd year with the privilege of bringing the stories of high school football in the Miami Valley, and we've had some good games.
Yes, we have. Yes, we have.
First and 15 after the penalty. This is going to be Clayton Mason again. Does well to get back to the original line of scrimmage as the clock is coming up on 2 minutes to go.
I have a birthday coming up pretty soon.
Next month.
Next month.
Last year.
Yes. Last year, yes. I had a nice cake. You guys surprised me with a cake.
Exactly, yeah. On a Thursday night.
That was a big birthday for me. I had my very first birthday party last year.
Really?
Yep, never had a birthday party until last year.
Interesting. I did not know that.
It took me a lot of decades to get it.
Yep.
But I'm not going to have a birthday party this year.
Gotcha, yeah.
Birthday is on Monday this year.
Yeah.
I don't know who's playing the Monday Night Football. When it's Monday Night Football, I won't be watching that night.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, my wife already asked me, what are you going to do?
I know for a fact it won't be the Bengals because the Bengals only have 2 right now. They already had the 1, and then there is 1 scheduled for December. Clayton Mason, in the meantime, did pick up a first down that's presented by Bathmasters for Stebbins, and it stops the clock for now with just under 1:30 to go in the game. Number 5, Caleb Rodriguez is now taking the snaps at quarterback, so Devin McCormick's day is finished, and this is Rodriguez on the keeper out to the right side before being forced out of bounds after a short gain for Stebbins.
You know, a game like today, you get an opportunity to play a lot of players.
And both teams have been able to that situation.
Experience. Yes, both teams have played a lot of them. I said the kids won't forget, they're playing on Thursday night lights. West Carrollton, student body was out today. They was preparing for the night.
Exactly. And also need to mention that on the last couple of carries, Stebbins has also entered the Donato's delivery zone. Donato's Pizza, a great call for after the game. Order online for pickup or delivery at donatos.com. Every piece is important. And it looks like, was there a delay of game or a false start on that sequence?
I missed it.
The clock is now running. We're under a minute to go.
Let's see. We don't see our game clock. So I think they may just take the penalty. I don't think they're going to snap the ball in. The players on the sideline are starting to line up, just take a knee.
Shotgun snap to Caleb Rodriguez. He's going to have to take 1 more knee as it is now 4th down.
It's good sportsmanship.
Well, Stebbins, with this result, is going to move to 48-20 is the final. So the Stebbins Indians will move to 3-3, back-to-back wins against Fairborn and now West Carrollton. So they will go into Week 7 with confidence and a 500 record. They'll go for 3 in a row when they go on the road to Greenville next week. In the meantime, West Carrollton now 0-6. Anthony Parker Sr., they had their opportunities. They did make plays, but now they'll have to go on the road to Pickwood next week. So go for their first win. 48-20 the final. Stebbins winners on Thursday Night Lights. Trophy presentation is next. 48-20 the final on Week 6 of Leeds Thursday Night Lights. The Stebbins Indians, they've been on the other side of the result the last 2 years, but they are ready to receive the Champions Trophy. And now let's go down to the field and Tej Joshi.
Coach, that was a big win for you guys. Good numbers on the scoreboard for you. What was the key to keeping everybody on your team motivated throughout the entire night?
We preach all the time, play 4 quarters, and our kids came out and did that tonight.
Let's talk about different phases of the game or maybe different groups on your team. Is there a specific position group or a player that you want to shout out and make sure they know that they did a really good job tonight?
I feel like all facets of the team, of the game, both, offense, defense, special teams, we scored on, 2 of the 3 and did a pretty good job all day.
You did a good job on all 3. That's why you guys are winners tonight. Time for me to present to you and your entire team our Thursday Night Lights Champions Trophy presented by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. There you guys go.
Thank you, Tage. Head coach Greg Bonifay accepting the Champions Trophy on behalf of the Stebbins Indians. 4 straight weeks now, the visiting team has walked away with the win on Thursday Night Lights. And
how about that? They got about to 500 too, 3-3.
Exactly, back-to-back wins for Stebbins, and they'll look to get back above 500 next week when they go on the road to Greenville. Time now to look at our superlatives of the game. We're going to start with first our Carroll Works Tire Company play of the game. A one-handed interception in the second half by Deshaun Cunningham to stop a West Carrollton drive that was moving very steadily, but Cunningham with a pick and a great return as well.
No, absolutely. I mean, that was, West Carrollton had some momentum going. They was driving the ball down there in the third quarter, and he just reached up and just grabbed it out of the sky and said, I'll take that. Great play of the game.
So Cunningham given the play of the game. Time now for our Big Sandy Superstore Big Impact player of the game. It is Stebbins sophomore quarterback Devin McCormick. Several touchdown passes throughout the night, including a 67-yard pass in the first quarter. He was able to evade pressure and make plays when the situation called for it. He didn't have to be spectacular. He just had to be solid, and he was.
He was. He kept his eyes downfield, never gave up on his receivers. He's just a sophomore, so we're going to get a chance to, call his name out a lot over the next couple of years. Name to listen to in the Miami Valley area. This Stebbins teams, they're loaded. They got talent all over the field.
Again, a very productive night for the sophomore quarterback, Devin McCormick. And time now for our drive of the game. We're going to go back to the first quarter. Our drive of the game is presented by Carroll Works Tire Company. It was a situation where the teams were trading touchdowns back and forth. West Carrollton had just scored to pull within 14-12, so this was the ensuing kickoff. A great return by Clayton Mason, and that really set up the Stebbins offense for success, and it would ultimately end with their third touchdown of the quarter to take a 21-12 lead that would be Stebbins gaining the momentum the rest of the evening.
Yes, they were just going left, right, up, down, all over the field making plays. And, they was, trading blows with West Carrollton early in the first quarter. It was the most points we've seen in the first quarter all year.
We have.
And that drive right there, kind of broke West Carrollton's back, and they just never looked back. They didn't even punt one time at all in the first half.
So Stebbins now again moving to 3-3. They're on the road next week at Greenville. West Carrollton will go for their first win in Week 7 next week on the road at Piqua. Meanwhile, you and I, Keith Byars and our crew, we are headed to Preble County, seeing Preble Shawnee take on Tri-County North. We've seen a good matchup in the WOAC. We're looking forward to another good matchup this weekend, or next week.
Yes, we are, going on the road again, and I'm looking forward to going out to see that matchup. I haven't been to Preble Shawnee before, and I'm looking forward. Growing up, reading about it in the newspaper, even seeing their name, but, now I'm an adult.
Yep.
Grandfather now. So I'm looking forward, to being there. I love working here at Thursday Night Lights, and, we get a chance to, shine the spotlight on a lot of our area high schools that don't always, get a chance to see them. And, hey, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a lot of times, for these kids, so they enjoy it.
6 weeks down. Hard to believe how quickly the season has gone, and we have 4 more weeks to go as we'll get to see an undefeated team in Preble Shawnee as they'll host Tri-County North next week coming up on Lee's Thursday Night Lights. So 6 down, 4 to go.
There we go.
Game again.
Happy birthday again. Got the birthday boy.
Thank you very much. And thank you again to all of you for tuning in on Lee's Thursday Night Lights on MyTV Dayton. Thanks to Stebbins and West Carrollton for taking part in the 2024 edition of Thursday Night Lights. Now for Keith Byars, Sage Joshi, producer Aaliyah Baker, and our crew, I'm Matt Digby signing off with tonight's final score. Stebbins 48, West Carrollton 20. Thank you for watching this presentation of Dayton 24/7 Now and Classic Teleproductions. We'll see you next week. Good night.